Comedy bang bang, 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 comedy bang bang.
Pandas are philanderers, squirrels truly immoral, tadpoles, why, they're just bad souls. But the foulest beast of all, Colombian night monkeys. They're simply foul creatures. Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang.
Now that drawing out of the word monkeys.
That was because I realized, because it said monkey. But I realized I didn't have the whole thing, so I had to click on the link, and it took me to the rest of the catchphrase.
I see.
That was submitted by the Voblex again. Hey, Voblex.
Wow, the Voblex is really racking up the catchphrases.
2 mons in a row. Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang, and Scott Aukerman here. This is Best of Part 3. Yeah. Our last episode of Deck.
Ooh.
Number 5.
All right, number 5. This is an episode called Marissa Wampler's Six Flags Birthday Womptacular.
Oh, shit.
Marissa Wampler is a character that Jessica St. Clair does.
Jessica Sinclair.
She is a great comedian. Let's just say comedian.
Sure.
She is a very interesting character. We've developed her and been with her for now 5 years and heard a lot about her life. She has a stepdad, Seth. Mm-hmm. Her mother and her don't get along, and Miss Listler is her teacher at a special school who used to fight in the Iraq War.
Yes.
Was a sniper and a sharpshooter.
That's right.
And they have a very special relationship, almost a surrogate mother-daughter relationship. And
I think it's unhealthy.
It is a bit.
I think it's a very unhealthy relationship.
And Wampler celebrates her birthday in a live remote podcast for the past couple of years, or has been doing that for the last couple of years. And this year she said she wanted to do it at Six Flags. And so we hosted a live remote at Six Flags. And she invited a lot of her friends, as well as Reardon. Tracy Reardon came to this.
A lot of her enemies she invited as well.
Yeah, she invited Tracy Reardon. They had been sparring or spatting or feuding, perhaps, over Twitter recently. And so she got an invite. But the background that you need to know basically is just that in the previous appearances that Wampler and Reardon had, her boyfriend's Gutterballs, Eric Gutterman, had cheated on Marissa Wampler with Daniela Bartiromo.
Her arch enemy, Danielle.
And then Wampler started spreading a rumor that Danielle was dead. And so she is presumed dead at this point. Yes. So what you're about to hear is a little bit of the Six Flags Birthday Womptacular. I believe a new character was debuted. I don't think we're going to hear any bit of him, but a new character, Dabney, was
Oh my God. I forgot about Dabney.
Dabney, who's a really interesting guy.
We're not going to hear any of Dabney in this clip?
Maybe we will. Maybe I'll put in some Dabney.
Dabney, personal favorite of mine.
Okay, well, all right, we'll put in some Dabney.
Yes.
Number 5.
My name is Scott Aukerman, and it's great to do these live broadcasts once a year on your birthday. Last year, we did it from your condo.
Yeah.
And
that one took a real turn.
That took a nasty turn at the end.
Took a nasty turn, but you know what? Not this year.
Nope.
This year, everything is great.
We have secured the DJ booth here.
Yep.
We're perched above the log flume, but nothing can go wrong, I'm certain, because Seth, your stepfather, and I spent this morning, a long period this morning, just taking a ratchet and a wrench to these secured fasteners.
Am I cleared to step in here at this point?
Hey, Seth!
You mentioned my name, so is this as far as the show goes? Can I?
Yeah, but
Come
let's
on
not. It's not. You don't have a free for all to hop on the mic.
I haven't realized, sweetheart, this is your special day.
Say your hello and then get behind the fried dough machine.
Well, all right, but your
fine.
Your
Just
boss.
say it.
Your boss who doesn't pay you, for one thing.
Well, it's an internship, so.
Yeah, but she's been doing it for years.
Yeah,
I
but
think at
look
a
what
certain
it's
point-
She's
what
been
it's
doing
done
it
for my
one
life.
day a year for years.
Well, still, the years, they're...
They add up.
They are
They do
accumulating,
add, yeah.
yes, but the days
So,
are not.
Like
But,
about 2 weeks, right?
Sam?
Add up to
if
about
I could just say real fast, despite the fact that I was able to cobble together over 12 Groupons for this Six Flags birthday jam is pretty expensive. So
Okay, but let's get
Not,
real. Let's get real, Seth.
yeah.
That things got the price really dropped because last week
Don't.
several deaths here.
That's
Someone
right.
got
True,
their
yeah,
scalp
that's
ripped
right.
off on the scrambler, and
That is a bad name for a ride as
yeah,
well.
the scrambler.
Especially when something that rips off the scalp of someone and it shows exposed brains
Yeah.
that would
They-
then be scrambled.
They should have called it the Scalper.
Let's have that be the last.
Huh?
First of all, Listler is
Yeah.
1/18th Native American, so I'm surprised
I'm
she didn't
so
jump in
sorry.
there and get real pissed.
No, it's fine. I know how to take a scalp off
Oh,
with one single blade.
all right. You don't need a whole ride to do it?
You don't need a secondary blade?
I was impressed by the ride, to be honest, because to be able to pull it off vertically is really impressive. I mean,
Well,
you've got to take a lot of inertia to do
When the
that.
scalp comes off, does the hair come off as well, or
No, it
The hair
rips
is
off the
attached
whole
to the-
epidermal layer of the skull is ripped off, and so
Okay,
you're just
well, we-
exposed to brain
All right,
and
let's
skull
not-
casing.
we
You know
don't
what?
need to get into this?
Well, that's what
guys.
I bargained down a little bit because I said
Yeah.
most of your friends are pretty long trellised people coming in here, and I didn't want any kind of mishaps. So they gave us a little sweet discount.
Yeah, they gave us
so.
a little bit of a
Well,
discount.
thank you to our host, Seth. You, of course, paid
Everyone.
for everyone to be here, including myself. Thank
That's-
you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I did not know that, but
You paid
okay.
for the booth.
Didn't know about
You
that
paid for
either.
all of my trips to Home Depot to get
Yep.
all of the materials in order to fix this.
He paid for the
Mileage.
old timey photo you and I took, Choctaw.
That's right.
Where I was playing a whore.
And you had sort of a hoop
Why
skirt
would you
that
do
made your butt look even bigger.
Yeah.
Well, sweetheart, I'd like to get one with you where we're just a father and daughter.
Gross.
All right.
Gross.
All right. It's your day.
And I had a bunch of sacks of gold too. Remember that? I was just like, "Ooh, where did I find this?"
Yeah, and they had little dollar
Panning
signs
for
on it, and then one had a cent sign.
Yep.
And it was filled with pennies.
Yep.
Yeah. In any case, hey, here comes another flume, Listler.
Got
Okay,
it.
got it.
I'm
Very
surprised they can hear her. It's such a small sound, but somehow that's
No,
like
they don't
a-
need to hear me.
They
It's
just-
when my clip makes a huge noise.
Oh, I didn't see that you were wearing that skirt that you
Yeah.
are. Yes, now.
When
Oh, it
the-
is hanging
It's a
down just
skirt.
slightly.
It's a skirt, but it has
the
a
air,
hole cut inside
the air
of it.
and the mist sweeps up like I'm on the Scottish moor.
Yeah.
And gives everyone a good visual.
Essentially, what you're doing is queefing in their face as they hit the.
It's a reverse queef.
It's a reverse queef. Figure
Where
that
air
one
is sucked
out.
in.
We-
After you have a child, even
Yeah.
many moons later,
Yeah.
everything is a little looser. Air moves freely as it chooses.
It's much like a prolapsed anus.
Is it?
It is. I've experienced that a few times.
Is
A
this-
few times.
Yeah, if you the first time you push too hard and you loosen up that whole system, it's hard to get it back on track.
Wait,
it's
is
by
a
the
prolapsed
exercise.
anus when your anus comes out of your butt?
It's where your whole
That's happened to you in our bathroom?
Yeah, why do you think I wear such roomy drawers when I'm walking around the house?
my
I need a
God.
little room in case that thing's flopping around.
I don't understand, honestly, how you ever got anyone to have sex with you.
Well, oh, that's good. That's a good song.
Circle of life, isn't it?
It is.
Prolapse anuses.
Prolapsed anuses,
Recurring.
engorged clitorises that look
One
like
day you'll know
penises.
that sweet, sweet feeling.
You see, honey, you're 17 now, and so these mysteries of life will become more apparent.
I'd rather they just stay in the dark. We got gutters.
Oh yeah, hey, Eric
the
Gutterman is
sound.
here.
Hey guys.
Working the sound. Yeah, how are those levels looking?
Pretty good. I think everybody sounds pretty good. I had to lower them at the beginning because you were maxing them out there. Marissa.
I'm always
does that.
maxing
You're
it
just
out.
maxing it out.
I'm maxing
You're
you
just, like,
out.
getting it in the red. You're getting it in the red.
Wait a minute. Are you guys
I didn't get it in your red.
are you guys back together?
Oh,
What?
we're back together.
I'll let Marissa describe it.
Okay, we are. Okay.
Why?
Why? Oh,
Why won't you?
Oh, I want her. I'll happily will. But it's her birthday, and she likes to tell the stories. I'm more of like the spice in the dish. She's
you're
the
the-
meat and potatoes of it.
Yeah, you're my little cumin. Anyway, what happened was this is really a sweet story.
Okay.
Danielle Bartiromo died.
R.I.P.
R.I.P., right?
She was the love of my life.
She was. And she died. I mean, there's a lot of rumors. A lot of people say her tits exploded in her face and,
Well, that's mostly you, Marissa.
Well,
They just got too full, or
they got, too full of...
It's like a water balloon when you fill it up too much.
You know what? I
What?
know you would like to continue to talk about this dead girl's tits, but I'm not going to do that on my
Hey, look.
birthday, okay?
Scott,
That's not what I'm into.
Scott,
I'm into live girls.
tell
Okay,
you.
fine.
Alright.
I can tell you, Scott, that her from first-hand experience.
Hey!
Hey, can
They
I touch
were-
that
they
hand
were
by giving you a
awesome.
high five?
No!
There we go.
God, no more high fives about Danielle's
No.
dead
Let me pass
tits,
the
okay?
Purell.
Now,
over
by
to you.
the transitive properties of mathematics, Scott, you have now felt up Danielle.
Yeah, we're
Anyway.
Eskimo brothers here.
Yeah.
Guys, she's
What's
dead as
that?
a doornail. So, Gutters was real broken up about it.
It really,
and-
I filled like a whole journal in
Yeah.
like 2 days.
Yeah. I actually,
With poems.
I reached out to you.
I'd love to hear one.
One of my poems. Oh, I didn't bring the journal. Otherwise, I would happily read.
But certainly you
one of my
remember
poems.
the content of at least one of them.
Oh, you want me to read an entire poem from memory?
Recite from memory, yeah.
It's not a limerick. It's not that easy.
Look,
Well, most of them were about
I
her
would say
boobs.
limericks are the most difficult of poems.
yeah. The rhyming scheme.
Oh, yeah.
Listener's
Very
a
difficult to-
published poet. You know that, right?
Really?
Listler, where were you published?
I was published in Palestine.
In Farsi, is that what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. In Farsi.
In Farsi.
It was
Oh.
translated,
In
or
So
you
it was
wrote it
you
originally?
wrote it in Farsi, and yet in Palestine is where it was
Yes.
published. Oh, well, that's really interesting.
Strange story, but hey, I'm.
Yeah.
In any case, let's hear that poem.
Listen,
Sure.
let's not. I don't think today is about Danielle. Today is about the future, okay? And what happened was.
Two beautiful globes.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
2 beautiful nights.
2? I thought you only had sex with her once.
I only had sex with her once, but we did mouth stuff on another night.
When?
Another
In
night?
the pump room in my community pool?
That doesn't matter.
No, it does matter.
That's
I
not
thought we
part-
had no secrets.
I didn't. We
I
don't
thought
have
it
any
was-
secrets.
it was-
If
it was
you'd
all
read this
about-
poem already,
I
you
don't
would know.
want to read the poems
I asked you to read
anymore.
all of the poems.
Listen, I
asked
published
you to
them
read
in
all
our
of the
literary
poems.
journal, okay?
I don't understand.
Happy friggin' birthday.
Whoa! Look who's here!
Shit.
Happy birthday.
Reardon's here. This is blowing my mind.
I bought you a present.
Oh, here's some new music for our guest here.
Be our guest.
Thank you. I will.
Hey, Tracy Reardon.
Reardon,
Hold on, I want to hear it.
I can't. Are we gonna listen to this whole song?
It's up to you.
I never heard it. What's it from?
There's this movie, Beauty and the Beast.
I'm out.
Yeah, I know.
Can't watch movies.
Why can't you watch movies?
She has her butt pierced, and she can only sit for a half hour at a time.
Get used to it. If we're gonna be friends, we're not seeing a movie.
Fine. Reardon, this is really special. Tell me about the thought process that brought you to this party.
Well, here's what I was thinking. I was like, what am I doing anyway? Like, I never really been invited to a party like where someone was like, "You better come." So,
I didn't
like,
say you better. I didn't say you
were
better
like-
come. I said, "Are you coming?" Because I need to know how much fried dough to order.
Right, you were like begging me on Twitter, like publicly.
No, I wasn't begging you. I just asked you, "Are you coming?" Because you did not RSVP.
Well, I took it as a beg, and so here I am.
Sweeten it up, Reardon, or I'm gonna kick you out.
Sorry, I bought you a present.
Okay, what is it?
Open it. I'll tell you.
Okay,
But I wrapped it, so I wouldn't tell you before you open it.
okay.
You like it?
Unwrap.
It's like it's like gems. You like glue them to your shirts and
Germs?
stuff. Gems.
Oh, germs.
Jams.
Gems.
The
I don't
minute
want
I think I
germs.
finally understand your speech impediment.
You glue them to your shirt and
Jams.
stuff.
This is really-
Gems.
Jams.
Jams.
Jams. These are a vintage pair of
Like
jams.
jewels.
No, like jellies and jams.
No. Like jewels. Like
Jewels.
Oh, like jams you can eat?
Gems.
dazzles.
I'm trying to eat these, but they're very hard.
No,
Don't
no,
eat it.
no.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
Oh, okay. So wait.
You like glue them to your shirt and stuff.
Oh my god.
Oh, I see now. It's precious stones.
Precious gems.
Yeah, precious
Oh my
gems.
god, Reardon, this is very sweet of you.
Well, you're welcome.
Did you get
We didn't
these
say
from where
thanks.
you work? Where is it again?
Claire's.
It's Claire's.
Yeah, I got it closed.
That's so
I got a
sweet.
discount because I work there, but it still costs.
Reardon, again, you don't need to say something nice and then undercut it with something nasty.
still
all right?
costs like a lot,
What kind of discount do you get there at Claire's?
like 50%.
50%?
Yeah.
Why are you looking to buy an engagement ring?
Oh my God, who the freak? He's married.
Yeah, I'm married. Come on, guys. Stop fighting over me. This is getting
Married.
embarrassing.
Ew, whatever.
Oh my goodness.
Well, Reardon,
Oh my God.
listen,
Scott,
enjoy,
how come
okay?
you're not wearing your wedding ring?
Yeah, what's
Never
going on?
wear-
Well,
Where is it?
I mean, that's a story for another time, I think.
Tell us now.
Love to hear it now.
Well, I took it off one day when it was itching me, and it was something about having it on my finger just made me always like kind of play with it, and it was kind of like itching, like, oh, get this off my finger. And then I don't know, I just took it off, and I don't know, it feels really good. I mean, it just. You ever feel the wind on your finger?
Was
You know,
it
just-
like after
feel the
you
wind on your
met
finger?
me that like your finger started itching?
I mean,
Give me a break, Reardon.
I'm just asking.
Reardon, if he loves anyone, it's me, okay?
guys.
If he loves anybody underage, it's me.
Why would that matter, Melissa?
Happy
Sweetheart,
birthday.
hey, sweetheart, what did we talk about? We said a positive thought is a positive day, right?
Give me some fried dough, you dick face!
Okay, it's your
Marissa?
day, but
Okay.
take it
I'm
easy.
sorry, penis face. Get
Thank
me
you.
some more fried
I
dough.
will. Do you want some for your frenemy? Your
Reardon, do you want some dough or not?
I do. I really do.
Get her some
right.
fried dough.
Thanks, Dad.
no,
Marissa, you're in the red.
Don't push.
You're in the red. If you could calm down just a little bit.
Yes,
I can't
Seth.
Yeah.
Blowing
Yeah.
the mics.
I can't.
Listener
calm
and I
down.
would love some fried dough as well. I know that's on you.
Okay, well, we did
The whole
have
bill is on you.
I understand. We had an agreement. The kids come first, and if there's any dough left over for the adults, then we can have some. So let's be an adult about this, Scott, and not get all piggy. Okay?
That's okay, but just get Listener and I some fried dough, and then we'll.
Oh, okay.
Scott,
You
do
mean
you
you have a good point? I'll get you some dough.
Scott, do you have money?
Do I have money?
Yeah.
In what? Do you mean generally, or?
Like,
do you,
why are you asking like another man to like buy you stuff?
well, look. I mean, this whole party is on Seth. I mean, we've talked about this, Marissa. Exactly what happened with Seth, and
Yeah, I
you know,
mean,
it's-
Seth. I caught Seth.
Hold on,
My
hold on.
stepdad.
Are you
jerking
bringing it up,
Off.
sweetheart?
What is this? Some sort of Tom Cruise clause? I can never talk about it.
Well, you're recording it, sweetheart.
Well, we
What am
already
I supposed to
talked about it on
goddamn
the
do
air.
about your like putting this out on the airways? This is live, isn't it?
It's already out there.
Is this
It's
live?
already. It's
we
not
kind of
live.
already talked about this on another show.
Jesus.
so-
Everybody knows
Christ.
you jerked off to a picture of yourself in a bathing suit. Everyone's done it, okay?
It was
Everybody's
a
done
J. Crew
Definitely
bathing
done
suit,
it.
a 9-inch. It was a higher cut. I'd never seen my body in that fashion. A certain angle of light. Next thing I know, I'm discovering things about myself. Am I a human being? Yes. Do I have feelings I need to express through my dick? Yes. That's what happened.
Penis.
Well, he's horny for himself.
I mean, I don't know. I'd love to take this question to America, but I think
Let's take some calls.
We
You
can
wanna
have
take
them
some
call
calls?
right in.
I'd love for people to
You guys
call
know
in.
the number.
Gutter balls, you yeah.
Gutters? Or do we
I'm
have
all
that
set
kind
up.
of capability?
I'm all set up right
All
here.
right, we
Yeah, so
got-
you
oh,
guys
wait.
just call into the number.
All right, here we're getting a call right now. Gutter
Yep,
balls.
I'll plug it through.
All right, here we go.
Hi, you're on the air.
Hi,
Hi, who's this? Who are we speaking with?
this is Liz.
Oh, hey, Liz. Do you have a question for Seth? Or
Yeah, I do. Like, why didn't you just jerk off while you were wearing the suit and look in the mirror?
Sweetheart, that would be physically impossible because what was attractive
that
to me
stranger
was
sweetheart.
that my bathing suit was encasing the penis, okay? So it was like I was seeing, it's like I had a twin brother. Not that I would jerk off to my twin brother, but if I saw my twin brother, I would say, oh, that's what I look like in a bathing suit.
If
not
you
with my
had a
dick
twin
out.
who would stand still and pretend he was a picture, would you jerk off to him?
Liz, where is this going?
I'm just
Well-
wondering.
Liz, what's the end game here?
Liz,
don't know.
Liz, where are you calling from?
Valencia.
That's where we.
That's where we are right now. Where are you?
In the log ride. Whee!
What? Oh,
Did you get a
my
picture of
goodness.
it?
I got it.
Raise your hand, Liz.
Here I am.
Oh
Bye.
my.
Okay,
She
that's
is
enough.
attractive.
Seth?
All right, let's hang up on her.
Tits are
Gutter balls.
huge.
Okay, goodbye.
I got a pic of her, so if you want to use it later to
Yeah,
jerk off.
listener, if send me that pic, she sounded cute. Oh my goodness.
Listen, as long as Danielle is still dead, then everything's gonna be
Why
fine.
would you even
Everything's
have to
gonna be
ask
fine.
that?
Oh, my
Why would
goodness.
you even have to say that?
Excuse me. Are those your tiny boobs, or do they have dipping dots here?
Holy shit!
Why the hell were you telling everyone I was dead?
Guys,
my
there's
God,
a
it's a
ghost
ghost.
in here.
Danielle.
There's a
I'm
ghost
not a freaking
in
ghost, or
here.
what was with that Facebook page memorial?
Danielle, what are you doing here?
Let's make sure. Let's make sure
Better,
she's
this
not a
is a
ghost.
ghost.
Let's touch her.
Okay.
Everyone touch her.
Everyone get away from my
Everyone
tits.
touch her.
Touching her tits. This is a ghost, okay,
Only
guys?
way to
I'm
find
not a ghost.
Guys, we've all seen A Christmas Story. Is
I'm-
that the one where Scrooge McDuck is in it?
No,
Yeah.
that's a Christmas
it.
Carol.
We've been
Yes.
telling you for days,
Christmas-
Wampler. She is not dead.
No, she's dead, all right. You're a ghost. Get out of here.
Marissa, she's right there.
No,
in
she's
all of
Hold
her
on,
glory.
Marissa.
What do you want? You want to show me Christmas is past? I'm ready.
She's not a ghost, Marissa.
The only way to find out is to touch her again.
Guys,
All right,
stop
everybody.
touching her.
All right.
fine,
That
everyone
front
can
part's
touch me.
real.
that
Guys,
part's real.
I feel
Danielle.
the same,
You
don't
just
I?
keep saying that part's real
A ghost
over and
could put
over
on
again.
a ghost could wear some prosthetics and trick us. The only way to find out.
Ghost.
Danielle, how did you wake up from the dead? Did you find true love's kiss?
I haven't been dead. I've been very much alive. I've just been really busy.
What are you?
too
Okay.
busy to go to school, young lady?
I'm doing an independent study online so I can concentrate on my
cool.
Etsy business.
What is your
Oh.
Etsy business?
Danielle's Tits Tats.
Tits tats?
Tattoos for tits?
Tattoos for tits.
Are they
Oh.
temporary?
They're temporary. Danielle's
temporary tits for tats.
DTTT?
Yes.
Do you have any?
If you incorporated toe tattoos, you could be tit tat toe.
Hey.
Kind of a good idea, but they're mainly for tits.
Do you have any
Well,
tit
I
tats
can-
that look
you know.
like
All right.
tits?
Maybe I'll do a side business.
Yeah, why not?
Reardon,
Right.
why
Guys.
are you
What?
talking to her?
Guys, guys,
It's doing
guys.
very well, and
Hold on. The last time we heard about Danielle here, we heard she died because you, Wampler, found her hair extensions in the shower at school.
Yes, and looked like there had been a struggle.
In what
and
way
so
did it look like
there
had
was
been a
an
struggle?
overturned garbage can full of a bunch of used maxi pads and then a couple of her hair extensions, and I had assumed that she'd been killed and dismembered in that shower.
The blood,
What?
the
Total
blood was probably
overreaction.
from the maxi pads.
You're right.
Kimmy and
God,
Katie
it's
and
all
I
coming-
we were just rehearsing our dance squad routine in the shower as we do, and
Wait a minute,
Wait,
talk slower.
what? Tell that
You know what?
story.
Nobody wants to know about
again.
it. All right, Danielle. So you're alive. Get going, okay?
Wait,
Wait,
Danielle.
Marissa.
Wait a second, Danielle. You're still wearing the promise ring I gave you.
of course, even though I'm concentrating on my business, it doesn't mean that we're not still promised to each other.
Is it a promise ring when you're not supposed to have sex until you get married?
It's a
We only did it
promise.
once in some oral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too nice
And then
from
we-
what I've heard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I am not going to have my birthday ruined by you again, okay? So Kareem will take you back in the shuttle and bring you back to wherever the hell you came from, okay, Ghost Lady? Get out
Six
of here.
Flags is a free country. I can stay here if I want.
Seth!
Six
Sweetheart,
Flags
it's
actually is
true.
an
Seth, I
independent
thought you
nation.
rented this whole thing out.
I did, sweetheart, but I can't. If we didn't invite her, she just happens to be here at the Kingdom of Six Flags. I can't kick her out. I can.
Well,
I won't give her any dough. You're not getting any dough.
Who's in charge of Six Flags?
You know
Is
what?
there a
Hey,
king or a queen that I can
Marissa,
speak
I
to?
think there's a
Marissa, hang
mayor.
on, hang on. I
Guys.
think I can help this for a second. You're freaking out. I've got the mics. The levels are all set. I'll take Danielle and we'll go and
No.
I'll take her away right
No,
now.
no,
Yeah,
no.
maybe
go
you
to the
guys
haunted
should
house?
should
No.
figure this
Yeah,
out. I
she
mean,
and I should just talk
No,
and I'll get her out of your sight.
No, you're
I'll
staying
be right back.
No,
I'll be right back.
Tell you what, guys, we do need to take a break. When we come back, we'll sort out this whole Danielle situation. I mean, this is a fascinating story. I don't know why you would allow yourself to. Well, I mean, we'll figure out the whole thing when we get back.
Is this from Pocahontas?
Yeah. Sorry, I was.
Listler,
I
why
was
would you
slow
make
on
this
the
more
trigger.
romantic?
I asked
slow on the
Listler to
trigger.
I asked Listler to play this for Marissa. Marissa, I'm sorry, Danielle.
What?
What
Why
the
did you?
fuck? Wait a second.
Did you just call me Marissa?
How
No, I
dare
didn't.
you?
I'm sorry.
No, I thought you were going to propose marriage to me
I was not.
here atop this log flume in the kingdom
not.
of Six Flags, and instead you just got my name wrong.
I am so sorry, Marissa. What I meant to say was Danielle.
God damn.
Today,
Technically, he
always
got your
meant to
name
say
right. He got
today
her
in
name
this
wrong.
kingdom, I have found you again. And you are Pocahontas, and I am the gambler.
Do you have the gambler, by the way, Listler?
I'll look
And
for
I-
some Rogers.
When I saw that you were still wearing that ring, it was like the last however many months just didn't exist.
I have no idea why I'm being forced to watch this.
It's cause of bad luck.
Shut the fuck up, Katie Wong.
It's Kelly.
Okay, everybody, this
All
is
look the same to
Dabney.
me.
I brought Dabney up. He's a character artist. She's gonna do
Not
some.
now, Seth.
No.
Seth.
Bad time,
Not
Dabney. I'm
now.
sorry. Can you come
I
back in
want
20?
it.
Hey guys, what are your hobbies?
Damn it!
I like.
play soccer?
God damn it.
You sound like
Dabney's
an
very
interesting guy.
good.
Who is this moron?
Hey, I'm the caricature artist.
He's very good.
Yeah, you guys, you the round one. What's your hobby?
Hey.
It's her birthday, so
It's her birthday. How
Okay, what
many?
do you need to know about me? My areolas are the size of dinner plates.
Too
They're
much,
covered
okay.
in hair.
Didn't ask that.
I'm shaped like a upside down muffin / pyramid. What else?
She
What
has-
else?
she-
What
her,
else you
her
got?
pubic hair goes from the front and wraps around the back and comes back again like a pair of shorts.
All right, I think I got something here. What do
Yeah,
you think?
I look like I'm wearing a pair of fur shorts. What?
What do you think? I got something here.
that looks like
Oh,
a
that looks-
Tamagotchi or
What
something.
do you mean?
Very exact.
It's pretty accurate.
This is terrible.
Do one of Danielle now.
Oh yeah. What are your hobbies? You know what? I'll just do one of you. I think I know exactly what to exaggerate. And here we go. What do you
That's
think?
amazing. That looks just like
Perfect.
me.
You know what? Do you mind if I photocopy this and keep one for myself?
This looks like a
Right.
Sports Illustrated swimsuit catalog model.
just-
Oh, that's a good
Perfect.
idea. Let me put Sports Illustrated up here
Shut
at the
up,
top.
Dad.
Whoa, that's a lucky
Looks really
caricature.
good.
Where are you from?
Dabney, where do you
Where do you
part
hail
from?
from?
I've lived in every one of the 50 states.
You sound like
That
Homer
act-
Simpson's weird brother.
That accent is very difficult to place.
Well, you pick up a different dialect
What's
in every one of the states one lives in.
Oh, okay.
Also, Dabney, do you have a skin disorder?
Oh, of
Because
course.
you look like,
That's how I got into caricaturing.
You look like a reptile.
Yes, a reptile, of course, yes. Well, guys, this
You
has been
married?
fun.
Are you
Am I married?
Yeah. I want to know.
This is a sad story.
Tell every bit of it, please.
Oh my goodness. Well, one day I was there with my wife of 25 years.
I
And
can hear you guys.
What? We're gonna go over you.
I was in the bathroom and all of a sudden I thought I heard something. I heard an intruder,
You know what?
and I took my caricature pen. And I rushed out of the bathroom and I stabbed to death my own wife in sort of an Oscar
Why does it sound like
Pistorius
somebody's eating
situation.
peanut butter somewhere?
wait.
That's the sound of sucking.
Did you
Use
stab her
another
by
finger.
accident?
What?
I don't
Another
understand.
I
finger.
stabbed my own wife by accident with my caricature
Dabney,
pen.
nobody cares, okay?
Well, I do.
Wait,
He's a
I
human
care?
being.
Seth, give Dabney some fried dough and escort him out of the park.
Really?
Well-
Do I have to leave?
All right, Dabney,
Don't
can I
wanna
pay you in
leave.
fried dough? Is that all right?
And I would expect nothing other.
All right. You're not a good businessman.
A
but here you
deal
go.
is struck.
I didn't even get one. That's like my whole friggin' idea.
Oh, Dabney, can you come back up here? The
Hey,
girl with the robot face needs the drawing.
I
Excuse
met
you.
your bick and kill, my friend.
What?
What?
I met your bick and kill. What, do you have
Is that
any?
Canadian?
Do you have any hobbies? You look like you like ice cream.
I work at an ice cream store. Yeah.
Here you
And-
go.
What? Oh,
Wow,
Already
it's like
Jim.
he's a psychic.
How
or
old-
it's
something.
me
How
as an
old
ice
are you?
cream
The
cone.
fastest pin in the West.
How old are you?
I'm 97
Dabney?
years young.
Guys.
my
Really
friend.
pretty good.
When I wind up dead, I want you to go to Dabney's house because there's something fucking wrong with this
You
guy.
really phoned it in on mine.
Well, you're holding a phone. I assume that's what you're talking about.
Screw you.
And an ice cream cone with seven scoops.
Oh, you know
Go to
what?
hell.
Dabney, real fast before you go.
Yes, sir.
Could you draw me? But here, let me pull it up on my phone. This
Don't
it-
show her your anus.
No, it's
Don't
not.
show
No,
her your anus.
sweetheart,
Okay.
no.
In this bathing suit?
You see this bathing suit from the J. Crew
From
catalog?
J. Crew catalog. I
Could
know
you-
it well.
Yeah,
Here
could
you
draw-
go.
Thank
All
you
done.
so
Wait,
much.
one more second.
He drew
Just
you
one more
jerking
second.
off to yourself.
I'm sorry.
Notice.
Scott,
knew
did
your
you want to
hobby.
talk to Dabney at all?
Oh, I would love to talk to you. Hey, Dabney, do you mind if I get well, what are your hobbies, young man? Oh, thank you, young man. Well, I guess everyone's young compared to you, 97 years old. I guess my hobbies are just living life and having a ball and getting out there and attracting seven... Who was that?
I'm
Marissa?
honk shoeing you.
Oh,
You're
my
so
goodness.
fucking boring. You're
You know
like
what? You are a little bit boring, so I'm afraid I have to go. All right, goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, Dabney. What
See you
a
later.
Wait, Dabney just jumped into the log flume and took off.
what a
Oh,
real
wow.
treat. That's the best part
What,
of my
Is that how is he
what a
living
rare
there?
and unusual character that was.
All right, number 4 on the countdown. We don't have too many left. It could be.
We got
right?
4 left.
4 left.
So out of all of the episodes, this one was number 4. It must be pretty good.
This is episode 286. This is an episode called Time Bobby 3.
Oh, motherfucker. Now, Scott, correct me if I'm wrong, but the original Time Bobby,
Correct you. Oh, God.
wasn't it picked by Slate Magazine, no less, as one of the 25 greatest podcast episodes of all
Of
time?
all time, which when you think about how long podcasts have been around, about 8 years.
Yeah. I mean, that's incredible. An episode of Serial was on there.
Yeah.
That's like, come on.
All
guys.
time?
Yeah.
Or do we just like it now?
No episodes of the Pod F Tomcast?
I know.
Come on. Did you ever listen to that?
You know what? I was on one.
You were on one. We had a good time.
We did. Yeah, that's right. Slate did. It was pretty low on their countdown, I think, but lower than I would have put it. But it's very nice of them to put us on there. Yeah, that was the only episode of Comedy Bang Bang that was recognized, and it was the original Time Bobby, one of my favorite episodes of all time.
Mine as well.
Now, the first Time Bobby 2 years ago was voted number one on the podcast.
That's right, it was.
Number one on the countdown. And the sequel, Time Bobby 2, was voted number one last year.
Number one on the podcast last year.
And then this year, number 4. Now, I have to say, I believe the quality of it was better than Time Bobby 2.
Really?
I do. I like Time Bobby 3 better than Time Bobby 2.
Time Bobby 3 had a lot going on, and I'm hard-pressed to remember a lot of the details.
Well, I listened to it recently.
But there was some looping going on, because I believe Forville comes back.
Yes.
We think he's an old man at first.
Basically, what happens is, I don't want to spoil it because we're about to hear
I do.
it, but
I want to spoil it.
in Time Bobby 1 and Time Bobby... Well, I believe in Time Bobby 2, we established... Who is Forville? We should just first say that.
Forville is a tiny, stabby orphan.
Tiny little orphan who wandered into the studio one day.
Yeah.
I was talking with Andrew Lloyd Webber, and he wandered into the studio. And then that happened once again in Time Bobby 2. In Time Bobby 2, we found out that he has a brother, Fry Vault, who guards his French fries in a fry vault.
French fry vault.
In the titular fry vault.
No, I thought you had the fry vault.
I did.
His name is just Fry Vault.
Yes, that's true. But I was guarding my own fries in the fry vault. That's
Yes,
right.
that's right.
But I believe that we killed Fry Vault maybe at the end of Time Bobby 2. I don't recall.
Yeah. Somebody died.
Somebody died. It's very convoluted. Look, we're just fucking around here. we can't remember these things. But we're about to hear a clip from Time Bobby 3 where at the start of it, we're going to hear a cross selection of things that happen in it. But I had been talking...
A crow cell?
I had been talking to Andrew Lloyd Webber for about 10 minutes at this point, and then suddenly we got a very strange knock upon the door.
A rap tap tapping?
At my chamber door. 'Tis a visitor and nothing more. And we will hear that visitor now in your number 4.
Number 4.
But welcome back to the show. And it's been so many years we've been doing this show. We just
It's been many years.
We've just celebrated our 5th anniversary doing the show. And, yeah,
Congratulations.
I think so. And
How did you celebrate, by the way?
well, we had a. Stop knocking on the table.
I'm not
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
knocking on the table.
Why? It's distracting
Why would I do
for you
that?
to knock on a table.
I'm certainly not knocking on the table.
well, then, Engineer Cody, would you?
Hello? Do you hear that?
Are you all right, Cody?
Hello? Is it this fellow? No.
Wait, Cody,
Who's
how are
saying
you?
hello?
How are you saying hello without your lips move?
Hello? I feel as if there is a presence in this room.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look to my left, and then I'm going to look to my
That's a
right.
splendid idea. I shall do the same.
I'm also, you know what? The hell with it. I'm going to throw in looking up as well.
All right. Ha! I say.
Yes.
I look down, so all bases are covered.
I'm going to look behind me as behind myself. I'm going to go left
forgot
and right.
about that one.
So I'm going to do all of those. And
Shall I do them concurrently, or would you like me to wait my turn?
You do them concurrently with me, and then also add looking down, which I think is a waste of time. So I'm not going to join you in that. So
Well, I'm a gentleman of leisure now, so I have the time.
okay. Well, shall we begin by looking to the left?
Yes.
All right. Here we go.
Oh, my left or your left? Ooh. We are facing each other.
Camera left.
That's always the answer.
I'm sorry. Stage left.
Oh, well, yes.
Downstage, upstage. Okay, upstage is because the stage used to be
Downstage,
on a
upstage,
rake.
all around the town.
Okay. Yes, another vocal warm-up.
That's right.
We don't have time for that. All right, let's look stage left. Here we go. And... What was that sound effect?
I don't know. Is the great kazoo appearing?
Nothing there.
Nothing there. Nothing stage
although
left.
I do hear that noise
I
once
again
again.
heard a distinct hello.
Yeah, a greeting of some sort.
Yes. There it is again.
Nothing to the left, though.
Nothing to the left. Shall we look? Stage right.
Let us then look stage right. Huh.
Hello.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Wait,
Nothing
I
at
did
all.
hear that hello
I
again.
heard the hello again. Well,
But it's not to the right or the left.
which should we do now? Up or behind ourselves?
Let's look up.
Okay, here we go.
Yes.
And
Nothing heavenward.
some fluorescent
Just
lights.
the ceiling. Well, yes, nothing unexpected, I should say.
Well, that's true. I
It's
did
not
see
a surprise
something.
that fluorescent lights are there.
I saw 4 fluorescent lights. I
Yes,
wanted to report
I did
back.
as well. Thank
Okay.
you.
Just to make sure we're simpatico on the same
Certainly,
page.
I'm sure the listener enjoys being included.
All right, let's look behind us now because this is where I believe we're going to be seeing the source of this noise behind us.
I say.
Yes.
How if I were to look behind you and you look behind me?
Oh, okay. Well, let's do that then. All right. I feel we'll have to move each other's heads to the side.
Yes, well, I think we can move our own heads to the side.
I would prefer if you moved mine and
All
I moved
right.
yours. All right,
Here
here
we
we
go.
go.
Yes.
And
Don't resist me. Stop fighting.
Stop it.
I'm unaccustomed to having commoners move my head.
no, nothing. Well, I guess nothing's there.
Hello.
Well, there's one direction we have not looked.
And
Now, you consider it a waste of time.
I will not look down.
Allow me to do so.
I think it's a waste of time. I don't know why you would do that, but
Are you as I please?
I'll allow.
And I please as I do.
But watch yourself.
Hello.
What? Scotrick, look.
Hello.
Look where?
Look down where I'm looking.
That's a waste of time.
No, it's not, I swear.
Really?
Yes.
Convince me. Sell me on this.
Please, will you say hello one more time?
Hello.
Strange visitor.
Hello.
Do you see this grizzled little gnarled
No, I'm
tiny man?
I'm not looking down.
Please, Scotrick, I beg of you, look down.
I just wanted you to beg.
How dare you make a lord beg on a podcast?
Where else would you beg?
Nowhere.
All right. Well, I'll look down then because. Ow!
Do you see this little wizened creature?
What is that?
Hello.
He's a little man. He's a little old man.
We were talking about an old man with a white beard before.
Yes.
We were talking about what you
Speaking
saw
of
in the-
Almighty God.
But this is.
I am not God. No one is God. No one can be God. Only God.
There can be no God but God.
Correct.
Yes.
You have a beard, is what I think I was trying to say. You have a large white beard.
Yeah, it's a glorious beard.
It's glorious.
Lord Andrew, shall we describe what we're seeing to the listener?
Yes, let's.
Also, maybe say hi.
Oh, hello. Hello, little
Don't
old man.
Describe me. I know I don't know you and you don't know me, but that was kind of rude.
Common. You are correct, sir.
It's just
And I
common
do
courtesy.
apologize.
Like,
I
you say hello to somebody.
Yes, I apologize on behalf of myself,
Don't
Scotrick, and Her Majesty the Queen of England.
Don't be a fucking
apologize.
asshole. You
Okay,
know?
well, there's no
Hey.
call for that kind of
Yes.
language. We have
I won't say
apologized.
hello. Well,
That would be rude.
that's
would
true.
be rude.
Okay. Hell-o, as
That's
they
two
said in the old
syllables.
country. Hell and then o, which
Yes.
is the origin of that word.
There was a dash.
Correct.
Hello, strange visitor.
Hello.
Now can we describe you? Is that...
Please do.
Okay,
Yes.
well, this vision is
3 feet tall.
3 feet. That's being generous.
3'1".
Oh, okay.
I do apologize. 3'1".
Okay, 3'1", which is about 37 inches high, and
I'm not positive on that, but I
And-
just don't do math too good.
and wearing sort of tattered clothes,
Yeah.
Clothes of rags and patches.
like some sort of muffin made of rags.
What?
Like a muffin, but made of rags, like a ragamuffin kind of thing.
I believe you're misleading the listener into
What's
thinking
that?
this fellow is wearing a muffin.
Yeah, I'm not a
No,
muffin.
but he's
I'm
a lot
man.
like a muffin.
He's a man.
He's not a muffin. He's a man.
I'm a
certainly.
little old man. I will say I fucking love muffins,
Please,
but
language.
sorry.
Okay, so
We
we're
all love muffins.
let's describe this. He loves muffins.
Yes, he's a
apparently.
muffin lover. He's tiny.
He's
long white,
wizened.
a beard as long as he is.
That's true. It's about 37 inches long, this beard.
Yeah.
I would say 34 because it starts at his chin,
sure.
rather than his head.
But if you look all the way down to the ground, it's about 4 inches that are dragging on the ground.
dragging on the ground.
So
Yes,
it's about 37, I would
End of
say.
my beard is very dirty.
You're stooped,
Correct.
elderly,
Wizened.
face lined,
Kind of shaped like a question mark.
careworn hands.
Your body is shaped like a question mark. It's
Yeah.
very interesting.
Well, a fat question mark.
Well, but what's interesting is why is the period separated from the rest of the question mark? How are you able to do that on your body? It looks like your shoes are the period, and then Do you know what I'm saying?
I think it's that his socks.
Oh, his socks are
the
black.
same color as the wall.
Oh, okay. Yes. Well, hello, strange visitor.
Hello to you.
It's nice to meet you.
You're very strange, and you're visiting us.
Thanks.
Welcome to the show. This is a show. This is a podcast.
It's a show. This is a show.
A show?
Yes, you're on a show.
When I was a kid on television, you would see shows that I don't see. I don't see it, so I don't believe you.
When he was a kid, he's saying he used to watch
to see
television
shows.
shows
Yeah.
and you would see them.
Yes.
But he's not seeing
But you're
this.
telling me there's a show, and I don't see nothing.
Well, imagine we're on the other side of the television screen, and also imagine this isn't on television.
That's black magic. I don't know if I'm cool with that.
It's actually white science.
Yes, the very opposite of black magic.
That I'm cool with.
Okay. So, when you were a kid, you used to watch television. I'm guessing you look about 90 years old.
Yes, maybe ask.
Today is my 90th birthday.
Oh, happy
birthday to you.
Well,
Thank
we would
you.
sing happy birthday to
But
you.
we don't want to owe money to those two miserly crones, Mildred and Patty Hill.
They were.
worst.
I dated both of those ladies.
What's the devil you say?
Yeah.
When?
My ex-girlfriend. 1900.
Uh-huh. You were born in 1924.
Well, 90 years ago from today was when I was born.
Okay, 1924.
So 1937.
What?
Now,
When you were
what?
13 years old?
Yeah, I dated both of them.
I say, what a precocious child.
Yeah.
My goodness. So wait a minute. You were 13 years old. If I'm remembering correctly, Patty Hill was born in 1868.
yes.
Okay, right.
Everybody knows that.
So wait a minute. She would have. I'm counting up. She would have been in her 60s
Yeah,
when
she
you
was like
dated
in
her.
her 60s, yeah.
So you had a sort of May-December romance.
Yeah, I've always liked the older ladies, you know.
It's more like a January-December romance.
Yeah.
Or February, the very minimum. At
more
the bare
like-
minimum.
Perhaps a February, November.
Yeah,
maybe
or
somewhere
perhaps a little boy having sex with an older lady.
Oh, yeah, that's a little more of an accurate
You're
description.
13, you're just a little boy.
Yeah,
I've always said, though, if there's grass on the field, play ball. And
yeah.
I'm sure that it was...
correct. I've always said if you got a penis, you might as well have sex with a 60-year-old lady when it's time to do that.
You've always said that?
Ever since the day I was born,
My
90
goodness.
years ago.
How long did you
birthday.
date Patty, and then how did you date both of them? And how long? 3-part question.
How long did you date Patty? How did you date both of
Mildred
them?
and both of them?
How did you date Mildred? And
How long did you date both
did
of
you
them?
date both of them?
You see, I was living on the streets when I was a kid.
Rough and tumble sort of life.
Yeah,
Were you a ragamuffin?
I was.
As
I was
previously
a little
discussed.
scamp. An adorable little scamp.
Were you an urchin by any chance?
Oh, yeah.
You would classify yourself as an urchin?
Correct.
Certainly.
I feel like I've met...
A street urchin, not a sea urchin.
No.
Oh, that's
It's
an
an important distinction,
distinction.
yes.
Yeah, very
yes.
much so.
But both of them, they must remain in their own element in order to survive.
Correct. If you throw a street urchin in the water, he'll die.
He cannot beg copper coins.
If you throw a sea urchin on the street, he'll die too.
Very quickly, yes.
You were an urchin of the land,
Correct.
and I feel like we've met someone like that in our...
Ugh, yes, we have. I don't like to think about it.
I can't recall who it was.
Oh,
I've done too many of these shows. I can't remember who it was. Remind me after the show.
Certainly.
In any case, 3-part question, go.
So, the
Excuse me.
3
I
parts
just threw
were
up a little bit.
What is wrong?
Very
outside of
hungry.
your mouth?
I threw up. I somehow threw up outside
regular.
my nose, and it went in my mouth.
Oh, my.
The worst experience I've ever had as a human being. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't enjoy the experience of hearing
I'm
about it.
sorry you had to see that. I'm very old. My body is falling apart.
Oh no, is it failing?
Yeah, I've been on the streets for way too long.
How long have you been on the street?
Since I was a little baby boy.
How long? So, how long has it been?
Yeah, it's been about, it's got to be
89?
89 and a half years
Yeah.
at this point.
So it's at 6 months. You were cast out.
Yeah, well, at 4 months. The first 2 months, I lived with a very nice man.
What was his Oh, no, we don't need to hear about the nice man because we're in the middle of a 3-part question.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Are we even in the middle of it?
No, in fact, we may be at the
I feel like
very
we're just
beginning.
riding alongside it at this point.
Yeah. Let's
I
get
say,
to it.
let's jump
into that
the
sidecar of
side-
hilarity.
Indeed.
And let's get into this. How long did you date Patty?
I dated them until they died. I dated them until
have they passed away?
Until they
Yeah,
died.
well, of course they passed away.
I heard
If
they
I'm
were still
recalling
alive.
correctly, they passed away in 1946 on probably sometime in May 25th, I would
But
imagine.
aren't
Yes, I
lifespans
remember that
increasing?
day like it was yesterday.
You remember the day that they died? They died on the same day?
Well, I know
Was it a
Patty
car
did.
crash?
No, it was not.
Suicide
Plane
pact.
crash?
No. Stabbing.
Stabbing.
Stabbing. They both died of stabbing.
Interesting. Wow. Huh. I never heard that about. I mean, I know a lot about Patty Hill.
It's not.
I know a
wild.
lot about Mildred Hill.
Sure.
I know.
And together we're the guys who,
Knowledgeable about the
I was
Hill
going to say
sisters.
the guys who knew a lot about the Hill sisters. Okay.
Yes.
That's the
I
same
know
way of saying
them.
it, but you classed it up.
I don't like to. Yes, I don't like to refer to us as guys.
What would you prefer?
Chaps.
Chaps. Okay.
Blokes.
Really? Now that seems low class to me. To call you a chap or a bloke.
No, chap is very very proper.
Yeah. Well, I guess that implies friendship.
It's more casual. Yes.
What does chap stand for? I know it's short for something.
Constantly hearing airplanes park.
Great.
Because only the rich, you see, back in the old days,
Had access
Had
to airplanes.
access to aeroplanes.
Of course, nowadays it means you live close to an airport, which is actually the shittier
Isn't
part
that
of town.
funny?
Isn't it?
Language.
I'm so
What are you,
sorry.
like this wizened old man.
Hey,
Oh, hello.
watch your mouth, or I'll come over there.
Oh, yes, and what will you do?
This guy.
This little fellow.
Well, he has 2 thumbs. He can defend himself. He's
Yes,
an Englishman.
I'm an Englishman. The constancy of my thumbs is
Should never go
not
at somebody, and unless they're not packing.
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 For-
Packing.
We were just talking about airplanes. He must mean that
Are you
he's...
going on a trip, old boy?
You might be going on a trip to heaven in a couple moments
I
if you're
don't
not
think
careful.
say.
He's obviously going to hell. We were just talking about that before you walked in.
You're missing the larger point.
What's
that was a
this
threat.
You don't say.
This little old man just threatened my life.
This tiny, wizened old man
Yeah.
with a beard as long as he threatened you, Lord Weber?
Yes. 4 inches of beard on the ground, dirty.
Dragging behind himself like a wedding train.
Yes, socks the same color as the wall.
Well, how dare he?
The very idea.
Where I'm from, you call ahead, find out what color the wall is, and you change your socks.
Where I'm from, we're ruled by an old lady.
Where I'm
Interesting
from,
point.
you have sex with 60-year-old women, and then you don't talk out of turn, and you get sliced up. That's what I'm
I
saying.
say.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Oh boy, this is not on.
Yeah.
We're not off to a good start.
I don't think we are either. Look, all I know is I was walking down the street. I heard your voices, and I woke up outside of a time machine. Okay, and I stood up
Hold
and
up.
I said, "I'm starving."
Hold up. You did what now?
What did I stutter or something?
I don't mean to imply that you stuttered. It was a surprising bit of information. I think my ears must be deceiving me, and I wish they would stop it, quite frankly.
Scortrick, if your ears are deceiving me, they are deceiving me as well. Because I believe I heard the same thing that you heard.
If my ears are deceiving you, they are deceiving you as well?
Yes.
Okay,
While
that
they're
makes
at
sense.
it, yes.
So here's the situation that we're in.
Yes.
If Freivault,
To review
if Freivault were to ever burst upon
the scene.
the scene, yeah.
Wouldn't it be crazy if he was here right now?
It would be crazy.
Oh.
He is not, though. I
Wouldn't
would
it be crazy if he was here the whole time?
imagine. It would be crazy. But of course he's not.
Wouldn't it be crazy if he had dressed up like an old man to fool you guys and he was just here the whole time?
It would be crazy, of course, but that is not the
Wouldn't that
situation
be insane?
in which we are.
Scortrick.
Zip. Hello.
Freivault!
Yeah.
Why?
You remember me? Remember you tried to kill me? Hello.
That's vaguely familiar.
Oh yeah, vaguely familiar. What's up, Andrew Lloyd Webber? You forgot me? I was a Sondheim fan, you motherfucker.
No, this is Stephen Sondheim, I think.
Oh, yes.
Shit, Steven
Hello,
Sondheim?
I'm Stephen Sondheim from America.
From New York, as a matter
Of course,
I'm from New York City.
I can tell by your accent. How you do? Oh, you love barbecue sauce, right?
I love barbecue sauce.
Huh, it's an honor to meet you. I'll get to you in a second.
Thank you.
Yo.
I'm not Scott.
You're not?
Zip.
What?
Hello? Hello?
Why, you're just a little boy.
Where am I?
Who the hell are you?
You're
Do
here.
you have any scraps?
You're on Earth.
Do you have any scraps?
Yo, this is fucked up.
Hey,
I killed Forval in a previous time to take his body to come back here to kill Scott Aukerman
You didn't kill me.
and Andrew Lloyd Webber. I thought I did.
No, I had some zombie makeup lying around I stole from Stephen Young.
That is the most brilliant trickery I've ever heard.
the greatest trick that Forval ever played was getting a bunch of zombie makeup.
Well, thank God my brother is still alive.
Hi,
I missed you.
Freibold. I missed you.
I'm sorry I had to kill you.
You didn't kill me.
Thank God.
Why'd you want to kill me?
I had to because you guys killed me when I did nothing.
Well, now I, of course, didn't kill anyone. I'm from America. But,
Wait, who is this? Is this Stephen
It's me, Stephen.
This is Stephen
Sondheim.
Hunt. This is the incomparable Stephen
The
Sondheim. Bow
American
down.
composer.
Freibold, don't you see what's happening?
What?
That's not Stephen Sondheim.
What are you
Say what?
That's.
What are you doing, Scotrick?
I'm not Scottish.
Scotrick?
Wait, you
Who
really
the-
are Forval?
I'm
What in the-
Forval.
Who the?
Forville?
What in the?
I'm Forval. This is a plan that we hatched.
Look, all I know is I came here to kill some time bobbies, and if we have all somehow collapsed upon each other inside out at some sort of vortex,
Do you own a vortex, by the way?
do I own a vortex?
Yeah, mine's under my bed. I never use it.
No, yeah. Well, we lived in the same house for a little while, so yeah, maybe I slipped into that vortex somehow.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of my vorplex.
I'm very frightened and afraid.
You do not look frightened. You look more confused than anything else.
Also that.
Did you hear his voice? He slipped out of the New York accent.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Yeah, it is Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Yes. It is I, Andrew Lloyd Webber, and I am prepared to accept whatever fate awaits me at your hands or the hands of you.
Freibold, I'll let you do the honors and just say what you want to do to this motherfucker, because he's really just a fucking...
Tell me about it. This fucking guy, I mean, this guy is a fucking piece of shit, man.
What crime have I committed other than inspiring millions with my musical compositions? I go to my grave, if to the grave I must go, with my head held high in service of Her Majesty.
You treated my little brother like shit. He wanted to live with you, and you said nothing. You would not let him. As a matter of fact, you played him like a fool. And then he came back to apologize.
All I wanted was a nice man with a nice home.
I offered to let you live in a golden cage, but you threatened to stab me again and
look
again.
here,
And a few times you did stab me.
Motherfucker, you put me in a cage again.
Now.
You got it, son.
Forval, we've talked about your language.
Oh, don't you talk to him like that. He can talk any way he wants. When Freibold's here.
My bigger brother, Freibold, here now, and he's going to protect me. And besides that, I'm also packing. I got the Rottweilers. He was in disguise. He doesn't have any of them. I actually got the Rottweilers right here.
Rottweiler snatch.
What?
What?
What? Excuse me?
What?
I just said Rottweiler snatcher.
Yeah, I know what that was. Because I was dressed up as Forval.
Wait,
So,
I know what it was
Yeah,
because
so he's
I'm
not
dressed
gonna-
up like Scott.
what? You are Scott?
No, wait, am I?
I think you two better kill each other.
Let me check this almanac for a second here.
Check the almanac. Who am I?
Turns out the Red Sox won the World Series recently.
Wait, that team in Boston?
Oh, boy.
Wait a minute. Let me put my costume back on. Zip.
Hey, I'm back. I realize now that Forval and I are the same person, that I'm just wearing a Scott costume. But I actually am Forval.
Oh, I'm sorry. You just realized that you're wearing a Scott costume?
Yes, I've been wearing a Scott costume my whole life. And that I actually am Forval. And you are Freibold, my brother.
Correct. I was dressed up as
You
an
were-
old Forval as a joke.
You tricked me into thinking that I was an old man.
Also that we could kill Andrew Lloyd Webber.
So let's kill Andrew Lloyd Webber.
I said we do this.
I say, let's kill Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Full circle. Oh,
What?
We find ourselves at a curious circumstance.
shut the fuck up.
Oh my God, this is...
The grizzly man himself.
He's not the Grizzly Man. He's the director.
I thought that was an
Directed
autobiography.
Grizzly Man.
No, this
is
is
not an autobiography.
No, Grizzly Man was not about the director of the film.
I did not realize that.
No, Werner Herzog?
Yes.
You've been dressed up like Andrew Lloyd Webber?
For this whole time, every time you have spoken to Andrew Lloyd Webber, it has secretly been me.
The entire time?
The entire time.
So where is Andrew Lloyd Webber?
He doesn't exist.
What?
He is what? He is a creation of legend. It was originally to make children eat their vegetables.
That was why Andrew Lloyd Webber was invented, to make
Yes.
children eat their vegetables.
It didn't work.
Yeah,
Clearly. Was it a thing of if you don't eat your vegetables, you'll have to go to an Andrew Lloyd Webber musical?
That's correct.
Oh,
interesting.
My God.
We are really involved in quite a buttercream effect right now.
This is the buttercream effect, I think. My goodness. So every
Seems
time
as if my whole world has collapsed in upon itself.
And mine as well.
Every time Andrew Lloyd Webber has been on the show, it's been you in disguise?
Yes, that is correct.
Disguise?
This guy right
This
here.
guy's right there.
No wonder you said you had two thumbs
And
when you were
little eyes.
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Yes.
I've only known one other guy to have two thumbs, and that's been you.
Yes, my thumbs are so constant that I might as well be an Englishman.
I have to say, this is technicality, no down, boo over.
Technicality, no down, boo over.
Yes, this is technicality, no down, boo over. I don't like
Technicality, no down, boo over.
Yes, I don't.
Technicality, no down, boo over.
Yes.
Coco Marx.
Wait, Coco Marx is here?
Yeah, it's me, Coco Mug.
How did this is?
He started.
Zip.
What?
Hi, it's me, Aaron Neville.
Aaron
I
Neville.
don't know much.
Oh my God! Layers upon layers.
Smells like
Zip.
cocoa
What?
butter.
It's me, Fievel. From the movie.
From An American Tale.
American
Correct.
Tale.
Somewhere out there.
A little animated
Somewhere.
mouse.
Zip. It's me, Peeble Bryson. Somewhere out there. Zip.
It's me, Aladdin. Didn't you sing a song for Aladdin?
A whole new world.
Don't you dare shut your eyes.
Wait, are you who we think you are?
Zip! Y'all hear him, sirens?
J.W. Stillwater.
That's right. There's a crime going on here. Y'all murderers.
Zip.
It's me, Jesse the Mind, Soul Body Ventura.
Zip.
Hello, it's the Sheriff of Nottingham.
Zip.
It's me, Jazz.
Jazz.
You
Who's Jazz?
from. This is an obscure one, right? Jazz.
deep
I'm a fan of the show. The barber from the barber shop. I'm trying to remember his details. Zip. Hi. Well, looky here. Oh, wow.
Huell Hauser.
I'm back from the dead. Wow.
Risen from the grave, or is it just Steve Young's zombie makeup?
Wow. Zip. And bring out the girls.
Zip. I was lying the whole time. It's me, Forval again. The real Forval.
Zip. It's me, Scott. I was lying the whole time.
Zip! It's me, Andrew Lloyd Webber. I was lying the whole time.
You motherfuckers.
You motherfuckers.
You motherfuckers as well. Science.
We're all just a bunch of motherfuckers.
We're all a bunch of time-traveling motherfuckers.
We're like the ears, but people. We were lying to each other.
We all lied. We were folding in on each other, and it's gotta stop.
It's gotta stop.
There's only one way to stop it.
What's that?
Like this!
Rottweiler snatch! Rottweiler snatch!
You can't do this! Yeah, you motherfuckers, this will never happen again! I'm gonna get on my pony, I'm gonna drive away! I will return!
Look at him drive that pony. It's got 8 legs. Oh, Scotrick. I feel as if I have very deep knifing wounds.
It looks as if that is so.
It is blood seeping through my fingers.
He got me Walking Dead style right in the forehead.
Oh, no. Yes. Hello? Yes.
Hi, I'm Jay Davidson. I was looking for my penis.
Number three.
Number 3.
It is. This is one that I believe is close to your heart, Paul. This is episode 289, The Exorcism of Cake Boss.
I'm thrilled that it charted so high.
Yes,
that was a fun episode.
That was a very fun episode. Let me give you a little bit of Details
Let
magazine.
me give you a little Details
Okay,
magazine.
please do.
The Exorcism of Cake Boss. Our old friend Cake Boss revisits Comedy Bang Bang. He's not feeling so well.
Well, a couple of things happened previous to this episode.
Previously on Comedy Bang Bang.
Two things happened, and one needs to be set up because we don't go into it in the clip.
Me hitting you, you hitting the ground.
Yes. You hit me, I hit the ground.
That's right.
And then I got up and said, let's record this fucking show.
That's right.
No, something happened. Two things happened in the week that we recorded this. Number one for number three. Number one was the Star Wars, the keepers of Star Wars.
That's right.
Whomever they may be.
Yeah.
The people who decide I guess the politicians of the Star Wars universe.
Right.
The mayor of Star Wars came out and with a press conference where he said that anything that was not one of the 6 Star Wars movies was no longer canonical.
Everyone laughed at him. Then he said, what? Then somebody said, it's canonical.
So we, in these Cake Boss episodes, have talked quite a bit about the Star Wars books wherein Chewbacca died.
That's right. Because at one point, Cake Boss because with using his gift to communicate with the dead.
Cake Boss, Buddy Velastro, on previous episodes, go back through the recess.
We're going way back.
But in one of his first episodes in the first year, I believe, he talked about how he had been bitten by a cake bug and had gained the power of second sight.
Yes.
And then he was bitten by a cake scarab.
That's right.
And he was able to communicate with the dead. Now, those dead people could be either real-life dead people. I guess that's a contradiction, but people in the real world who had died. And I don't mean the real world TV series. I mean people in our universe.
Should any of them die,
And
he would also
we all
be able
know
to
that R.I.P. some of them have. But also fictional people, if they died in the actual
work of fiction,
or if we could presume that they are dead because they could not have lived that long.
Huckleberry Finn.
Huckleberry Finn is the classic example. How could Huckleberry Finn still be alive? So, in this appearance, and this is maybe 4 years ago, 4.5 maybe, Cake Boss communicates with Chewbacca because Chewbacca, in one of the, at the time, canonical books of the Star Wars universe, passed away. He was hit by a car. That's right. I believe Timothy Zahn was the author. I can't recall, but
you're up on me.
In one of those books that was supposedly set in the canonical Star Wars universe, one of the sequels to A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, Chewbacca passed away. So Cake Boss had quite a bit of a conversation. Now, flash forward 4 years later, the mayor of Star Wars comes out and says those books are no longer canonical.
Hubbub, flashbulbs.
People started sending us this fact as in, what is Cake Boss going to say about this?
We were, both Scott and myself received many tweets from people.
Yes. I am lucky enough now to be tweeted anytime anything happens about the bands U2, Fish, the person Cake Boss, Andrew Lloyd Webber, anyone who has appeared on the show. I receive several tweets about anything that happens in the news regarding these people.
Absolutely.
So
I have a similar condition.
So this happened at the same week. The artist, German artist. No, he's not German. He's
Swiss.
He's Swiss. Swiss artist H.R. Giger passed away. Now, our good friend Matt Gourley, who is one of the minds behind the Super Ego podcast, of which you are now a member.
That's right. Also the host of I Was There Too on the Wolf Pop Network.
He's a very funny guy. He had only been on the show a few times at that point, and I believe only when you were there. I don't think I had ever had him on the show myself.
I wouldn't allow it otherwise.
But I said, let's get these guys together. Because Matt does an impression of H.R. Giger, and that was one of his most beloved characters. And so I had the idea of what if Cake Boss were to communicate with H.R. Giger from the dead, and we could say goodbye to it. Now, H.R. Giger had not been on the show before, but for some reason, Matt agreed to have his goodbye on this podcast.
Yeah.
Now, we spent quite a bit of time talking about the non-canonical nature of Chewbacca.
Yes.
And the clip we are about to hear, the more we talked about the non-canonical nature of Chewbacca, the more Cake Boss got very distressed. And you're saying that very methodically, by the way. He got distressed and he started to feel ill.
Yes.
And we're going to drop in with him now. This is
Number 3.
You still feel poorly. Before we went to break, you started feeling like the non-canonical nature of Chewbacca's status.
You saying that makes me feel, I don't know, I feel I never felt like this before. It's very strange.
You think it's because you just received this news about...
I feel like it's got to have something to do with it.
Okay. Well, is there anything I can do for you? Can I...
No, you know what? I'm gonna send a text to a friend of mine.
Okay.
This is a just in case kind of thing, okay?
Okay.
I think I'm gonna be all right, but
someone's gonna come pick you up? Is that what you're saying?
In a matter of speaking, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't you worry about it. It's none of your business.
Oh, all right. Well, send your text. In the meantime, I just want to welcome everyone back
What's
to the
address here? Okay, and send.
Send. Great. Okay. So in any case, I just want to say, hey, everyone, welcome to the show. And
hey, everyone, welcome to the show.
Welcome back to it, or welcome to it if you started this podcast in the middle.
Welcome to you.
Welcome to you. Are you okay? I feel
I'm not good.
I feel like I need to do something here for you.
Maybe you could shut up.
All right.
That would help. Oof. Yeah, I feel. You ever get that feeling where it's like your limbs are not your own, like they belong to somebody else?
Like you're a doll and someone took off your arms and legs and attached different doll parts on you or something?
Boy, that's very specific. So you're a doll.
Sure.
But you're self-aware.
Sure, you're sentient.
And so somebody has...
Much like your R2-D2 cake.
Boom, Mashaka That was a disaster.
Yeah.
So you're a doll, somebody plucks off your arms, your legs, they put other doll arms and legs on you,
sure.
And then you as the doll, you're like, oh, this feels weird.
Sure. I mean, and sometimes it's a good thing, like you get like Hulk Hogan doll arms on you and you can lift, you're in a better weight class.
Yeah, you have the proportionate doll strength to a Hulk Hogan doll.
Yes, of course. So sometimes it's a good thing, but most of the time you're a mutant doll that has just different odd parts on it.
Yeah, I guess I feel like that mutant doll.
Yeah, do you? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, thank you. I accept your apology.
So what? Right now you're gesticulating wildly. What
yeah, I don't know what that's all about.
Why are you doing that?
I'm not trying to do it.
Why are you waving at me?
I'm not trying to wave at you. It's like somebody else is trying to say hello to you.
What do you mean? Why are you waving at me right
now? I don't want to be back.
What? Hello?
Hello.
Who's... Buddy, what are you...
Nobody.
Nobody?
I'm not your pal. Nobody. How did I get here?
Who...
My name is H.R. Giger.
H.R. Giger, the recently deceased artist?
Yes, the proudly deceased. I don't want to be... I'm a narco sculptor.
Yes, you're a narco... But you're the author of the narco...
Necronomicon. Yes, and I am not meant for this world. I had gone on. I think that's the way I would have wanted it.
Wait a minute. This is insane, because you're in Buddy Velastro's body currently.
Oh, am I?
Yes. And yet your voice, you sound exactly like H.R. Giger.
That is who I am. Channeling, no doubt brought back to right some wrongs.
Oh.
Finish unfinished business.
Okay, so let me explain who you are.
Yes.
If you don't know who H.R. Giger is, you're an artist, a narco artist.
Narco sculptor.
What does that mean?
I sculpt the dead.
Okay.
And if they're not dead, they are when I'm done with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you created the alien in the movie series Alien and Aliens.
Xenomorph.
The
yes.
Xenomorph, of course, yes. And you passed away last week, didn't you?
Yes, I just did, and I go to heavens. There's women's there. Make me suffering, the women's. They no segregate, so I go down to hell.
Okay.
And I say to Mr. Devil, you're the devil. Can I work for you? And he says, let me see your work. I show him my paintings, Necronomicon 1 through 4. One of a lady just getting fucked in half with something that looks like a vacuum hose.
Okay, great.
And he says, that'll do, pig. And then I'm hired, okay?
Okay.
And then I guess here I am. I was so happy.
Did the devil have to check with his boss?
Yes, he went back. I died in Georgia.
Kick it upstairs?
Yeah, I died in Georgia. Bad deal. Long story.
Okay, gosh.
Yeah.
I didn't know you died in Georgia. I knew you were Swiss.
Just a crazy vacation, last minute sort of Thelma and Louise thing. But that's how it went down. So now I think I have to figure out my quest before I can go home.
Okay, so wait a minute. You are working for Hell currently?
Hell Incorporated.
Okay.
Yeah, it's big business down there now.
Okay, so when you say you have to finish unfinished business before you go home, where is home?
Hell.
Okay, so you want to go to Hell?
Absolutely. I've been hired as the art director for Hell because it was like still Dante type stuff down there.
It was looking a little dated.
I think. And so I put a new spin on it. Everybody seems much happier, or the opposite of happy, but the same correlation.
Sure.
Yeah, it's successful, no doubt.
Yeah, successful in your work. So what unfinished business do you have before you go returneth to Hell?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. Probably something to do with my wife, Carmen Maria Schiffeler-Giger. My wife.
Your what?
Wife.
What?
Please don't joke, because the laughter is the enemy of creativity.
Oh, that's right. If people don't know your aesthetic, it's very dark.
Yes.
Your favorite color
is no color. The absence of color.
The absence of color.
Black, varicose, bruise, cloud, whatever.
You're in Buddy Velastro's body currently, the Cake Boss. He's not saying Cake Boss. Interesting.
Cake. Boss.
Wait, did Buddy just retain his sentience just to say Cake Boss?
He is a bit like a whale or a sea mammal, where every so once in a while he has to come up for a Cake Boss air.
So you're a very dark artist. You passed away in Georgia, and I hear it was the result of complications due to some sort of Chewbacca-style car crash. Was that what it was?
Yes, that's exactly right. And it is honorable in both Wookiee species and narco-sculptors to be hit by a car.
Do you regret doing the designs? While I have you here, by the way, if I could ask you a few questions.
By all means. First, I want to say just two things.
Yes.
Great to be here.
Okay, thank you.
And also, wouldn't it be great if our rib cages were a second articulating mandible jaw that we could vanquish our foes with?
I love your ideas, and this is what your art is all about. But do you regret making the designs for the Alien series and not Star Wars?
Oh, well,
I think Chewbacca would be so much more interesting if you had designed it.
Yeah, all that fur gets in the way. I think better to have someone with a bisected rib tube and lots of darkness, blood. Exoskeletons are the new endoskeletons.
Of course, yeah. Do you? Darth Vader is maybe the closest to what you do.
He's a pussy.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. How would you do Darth Vader differently?
Well, no samurai-looking armor, because mine would be biomechanical, come natural. If he needs to buy it, who among us cannot be Darth Vader? This chosen few with an exoskeleton, those are the men we pull on our shoulders of giants. You're on my mind like a song on the radio. Al Stewart. Great artist.
You're an Al Stewart fan.
Who isn't?
Why do you think that you're possessing the body of Buddy Velastro, the Cake Boss?
I think the way it's explained to me by the devil.
He didn't say Cake Boss again.
Cake Boss women's. Is that it has to be a yin-yang matter antimatter, where Cake Boss brings joy into cake. Cake boss brings joy into the life of many people. My goal is to take it away. And if I were to say go into Morrissey or Hieronymus Bosch, the universe would implode. Cake boss implode.
So the theory then is that Cake Boss is the happiest person who brings the most joy to people in the world.
Cake boss. It is no theory. It is a proven fact.
His cakes are just amazing, and they the smiles and the faces that light up when one sees them, except for the Cubs.
Yeah. They make me happy, which in turn makes me sad.
Very good.
Which then that makes me happy, and it is a negative feedback loop. I started doing paintings because for therapy, for I had night terrors, and this is true. And so then I did paintings of my night terrors, which gave me greater night terrors, which gave me greater paintings, and that's how I became all powerful.
Why did you keep your paintings right above your bed? Did you? I read that you put them on the ceiling as well, so you could stare at them right before you went to bed.
That's true. I painted them there on the wall. I didn't even hang them there.
Sort of like a Michelangelo kind of alfresco thing?
Yeah, it was the agony, and there was no ecstasy because I would not have it. Now listen.
Oh, okay. Yes, master.
I also made my own bed out of the ossified skin leather of a lesser race.
Oh my God. Well, I guess you have to lie in it.
Yeah.
If you made your own bed.
You do. Listen, we don't have to talk about that.
Mike, so this is so interesting to me because I had expected to do a show with Buddy Velastro.
Who?
The Cake Boss. Wow, you preempted me a little bit.
I didn't. He did.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I expected to do the entire show with him, but now I have H.R. Giger, with whom I've never spoken. I've always wanted to. I've been a big fan of your work ever since I was 9 years old and the Alien movie came out. And Xenomorph, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Facehugger,
of course. Did you see Prometheus?
Yeah, that was shit. I mean, I worked on it and all, but I do not sanction it.
Okay. What about
too many questions?
Yeah.
Not enough answers.
It's like you're supposed to answer questions, not answer a couple and then raise a whole bunch more.
See, girlfriend, because I am an artist and I should be like all about questions. But even that was bullshit because I don't think they have the answers themselves.
Yeah.
And who are those Statue of Liberty looking motherfuckers?
Yeah, exactly. Did you see Grown Ups 2?
Oh, I own it. I did the production design.
You did on Grown Ups too?
Yeah, you
did just the whole general feeling about it.
I production.
You did
design.
Perception about it.
Yeah, I production designed its general reception.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think it's my finest work.
Yeah, I really
it's
do.
It's so good. Oh God.
Oh. So my goodness, well, the world lost a great artist.
Who?
But you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez, I got frightened.
Why? Who's your favorite artist? The painter
Norman
of light?
Rockwell.
Oh.
And yes, Thomas Kincaid.
Oh,
he's dead too.
He
and
is.
I've got to have a great time with him.
Is he down in hell?
Oh, dear. He's running shit down there.
Really?
Let me tell you. He was a drinker, to be sure. And so we've thrown back some fire mead. And
Are you drunk right? I mean, a buddy's drunk. Does that make you drunk?
Yeah, I'm 50% drunk right now.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
I don't normally drink because it brings out the angels in me, and I don't like, not the demons. Do you see how I'm an opposite guy?
Yeah, I understand your
Yeah,
game.
that's part of my deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you're a great artist. The world lost you. It's such a shame. We just recently lost you, but it's such a pleasure to talk to you. I really want to take the most of this opportunity because we've never spoken before. We've never had you on the show. So I just want to sit down and really bring out your actor's pain in you and just, I mean.
Who's that?
Who's knocking on the door? Hello, sir.
Pardon me.
Oh, I already don't like you.
Well, yes, hello there.
Hello, sir.
Are you Scott Aukerman?
Well, did he? Yeah, I'm Scott Aukerman.
I received a text on my mobile phone said come down to this place and talk to a Scott Aukerman.
I thought that he was just pronouncing it that way. He typed it that way?
Are you talking about my friend, Mr. Velastro?
Yes, your friend who's right next to you here.
Cake boss.
Oh, what?
Buddy, are you in there?
No, but Buddy's gone from this place.
Oh, it's happened. He was worried that this would happen someday.
Worried what would happen?
Well, let me tell you who I am. My name is the Reverend Robert Parsimony, and I am an exorcist.
Oh, like the movie The Exorcist?
What's that?
A famous film series.
Like Grown Ups?
A lot like Grown Ups.
You know my work.
Wait a minute. Now you look like my friend, but I feel as if you're being taken over by a strange spirit. Is that true?
Buddy Velastro is dead. You will not find him here.
Well, who are you? Speak to me, demon.
I am H.R. Giger, born Hans Rudolf Giger, but my spiritual moniker is Hey Really Giger.
Wait, are you the Sid and Marty Krofft puppet guy?
No, not H.R. Pufnstuf.
I'm sorry.
You make that mistake.
Oh, well, you understand. Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
I did do some work.
Two
on
famous HRs, huh?
How many more are there, do you think?
Just human resources.
Yep, that's it.
That's it.
Well, that's done and dusted.
No, that's number one with a bullet.
So far this is not so bad. This exorcism.
Well, I haven't even started yet. When I'm going to exercise you, you'll know it.
Don't threaten me.
I want to get the lay of the land here. I've done over 40 exorcisms in my career. Yes,
How
that's
many?
right. 41. And all of them went off pretty much without a hitch. Very few resulted in.
You ever see that movie Hitch, by the way, HR?
Oh, sure. Will Smith is one of our great treasures.
It also stars one of the stars of Grown Ups, Kevin James.
Yeah. Frequent collaborator.
And Grown Ups, too.
There's a second one?
There is.
Oh, I can't
How
wait
did
to
you
see
know
that.
it was a film series without knowing?
I just assumed that there would be. I was waiting for it to come out.
I was a consultant on Paul Blart.
Paul Blart.
Oh, listen, I didn't write it. Okay?
Are you saying, were you under the impression that his occupation was Mall Blart?
So it was Paul Blart, Mall Blart.
Yes. Originally conceived, and it would have been something.
Help wanted, Mall Blart.
Goddamn studios again.
Now look here, you're not going to distract me, you demon. I want to find out all about you.
What was your name, by the way, sir?
Reverend Robert Parsimony.
Robert Parsimony. Welcome to the show.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
We have never spoken before. My name is Scott Aukerman. Scott Aukerman.
Aukerman.
Aukerman, but you know how Buddy speaks.
Yes, I do.
I assumed that was just his dialect.
He's from New Jersey, so
certainly.
he has a curious
Where are you from?
dialect. Oh, I'm from the Middle West.
And how did you guys get to know each other?
Well, I have I moved my parish. I have a parish out here.
Paris the Thought.
I'm a bi-coastal man of the cloth, and I have a parish here and a parish in New Jersey, and then I also have a parish in Iowa.
I'm still here.
Yes. Well, now, what has caused you, demon, to take over the form of my friend?
I have had to do unfinished business on the earthly realm.
What is this business, spirit? Speak to it.
Something to do with women's, for I am afeard of them. They make me have a qualm. My heart turns into a squall.
Now, how do you expect taking over my friend's body, who's a married man, by the way? So, how do you
don't go off and try to have sex with any other women because
I really should be getting home to New Jersey.
What? Wait a minute. What? No, I forbid you to take my friend's body back to New Jersey. You will remain here, and then I will cast you out, and I will condemn you to a lake of fire.
Is there any way to make sure that he doesn't leave the room? Maybe a circle of some sort of...
Let me just get the door.
Oh, okay, yeah, just lock it.
There we go.
I'm a little confused. Why did Buddy think this was going to happen? How did he know what was happening to him?
Well, he knew when he was cursed by Satan himself with these supernatural powers that are against God, by the way. Make no mistake, they're against God.
Yeah.
The only person who can see into the future is God, and he's not telling anybody. He's keeping it to himself.
So wait, is the devil went down to Georgia? Is that the future?
Yes,
Since
that's correct.
God is narrating that song.
Yes, that's
it's
eventually
set in the future.
Eventually, when God dies and the devil has a new boss.
Right. Okay. So he knew that he was cursed by Satan, and so he thought he would be taken.
Well, he doesn't see it that way. I certainly see it that way. These powers are unearthly and unnatural and the uncola. And I feel that...
7 Up.
There's a cola nut, crisp and clean, no caffeine. Never had it and never will. He feels that these powers are also a gift, but I feel that they're nothing but a curse from hell itself.
So he thinks his powers are a gift, and yet he thought that he would have his body taken over by
He
a spirit?
thought there was a possibility if things became non-canonical in any way. He's very concerned with canon.
Okay, now we're getting to it. So he sent that text to you, and you're here to protect him.
He said, let me read his text here. Reverend, am feeling queasy. Queecy.
You were able to interpret that as queasy, though.
Come to Earwolf. He was typing very fast.
No, I think that's just his dialect coming through his thumbs.
I'm on a podcast.
How did he spell that?
Podcasht.
Great.
Contact there. Scott Aukerman. Auxermin.
Okay, that's see. A lot of people spell that as Oxerman. So that's the official. The official canonical spelling of it.
How do you spell it?
I never knew. I just had heard it pronounced. But anytime people talk about it on Twitter, that's
it's your name. How do you spell it?
Aukerman.
Oh, where's the X?
That's the point. Yeah. In any case, so he asked you to come to protect
he
him.
knew. Shut up, son. He knew that there would be a time when this might happen, and he might need my exorcistical services.
Well, this is exciting. Are we going to see? Am I going to see, and then the listeners going to hear a live exorcism on this show?
You will see it. The listeners will hear it if you keep recording.
I will also hear it, I would imagine.
You will hear it as well as see it. The listener will not see. They will only hear.
I would imagine I would also feel the vibrations of the sound and any kind of loud noises and stuff.
Should we get into all the senses? You will smell whatever is occurring in the room at the time.
Is it going to smell bad?
No.
Or poorly?
That was a close one.
Okay. Guys, let's get to this exciting exorcism because I've been hearing about this for what seems like a half hour. Are those clanking chains?
No.
Oh, those are your keys. I thought it was some sort of like Jacob Marley fettered situation.
No, I'm just getting my keys out of the way.
Okay.
Why would I have clanking chains for an exorcism?
I don't know. All right, here we go. How are we? Do you need any assistance from me?
Yes, I'd like you to shut up.
Oh, well.
Spirit, you are trespassing upon this soul. I abjure thee. Vacate this vessel and banish ye back to hell from whence ye came. By the power of God, the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, all his saints and apostles, the ground team out there, people on the streets, of course, Rob, Janie, what's that guy's name? Oh, I always forget his name. Victor. Everybody in the whole organization, I banished you to hell. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. Come on, get out there. Be a sport. Get out of there.
Into my ultimate plan.
Which is?
Getting me back to hell. I don't want to be here. It's a type of hell as it is. And I gladly go back. All I needed was permission from an official.
Well, have a nice trip and see you next fall of man.
Okay. Before I go, let's be friends and shake hands, okay?
Oh, sure, okay.
Come with me.
Oh, no!
What is happening?
See you later, Scott Aukerman.
The Reverend was...
Scott
buddy, are you
Aukerman.
back?
What do you mean with my back? What happened?
Exactly what you thought was happening. Your body was taken over by a spirit.
Did I get possessed?
You got possessed, but...
Oh, I knew it was going to happen someday.
Thankfully, you texted your friend. You were a lot like Texter.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Text. I love that show.
Yeah. You were possessed, but your friend came by.
The Reverend Persimmony?
The Reverend Persimmony came in, exorcised...
Where is he? I thought he was going to
exorcised the
come
demon,
here.
but then it was the strangest thing. He was sucked into your mouth.
What?
He was sucked into your mouth and went down to hell with H.R. Giger.
Are you saying that hellish in my belly? H.R. Hooger?
Is that just something that you're saying with your dialect that I don't understand?
No, I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, I thought H.R. Hooger was something that you were trying to say. It's a long story. Anyway, I'm glad you're back.
Okay. You know what? I'm not that curious about it.
You know, the listeners heard it. Just go back and listen to the show.
Ugh, like I would ever do that.
Number 2.
All right, this is number 2. This is episode 274. This is an episode entitled, Oh Golly.
Oh, boy. Wow, wow. Wowie, wow, wow.
Wowie, wow, wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wowie, woo, wow, whoa, whoa.
This is Oh Golly. This is
a very special episode.
This is a very special episode. Let me give you a little bit of background regarding this. Jason Mantzoukas, whom you will hear on this episode, he is. You've heard him on the countdown previous to this. He was doing Gutterballs, Eric Gutterballs, and
Now it can be told.
And he's a great friend of the show, and we have a lot of fun when we do the episodes. And we got into a bit of a rhythm with him where he wanted to do it with Andy Daly a lot. And we did quite a few episodes together, including one of my favorites of all time, which was with Chip Gardner, honorary mayor of Hollywood.
Yes.
Who wanted to become the mayor of Hollywood. And we just naturally, through us talking, Jason and I pushed Andy into this convoluted mythology of where Chip...
You really did. You really did push him into it.
He did not expect to do that, but we came up with a storyline where Jason and I were child actors on a television show called Zap that Chip Gardner hosted, and I believe 31 other children, there were 33 of us, all banded together to form a Voltron-like vessel for Satan to return. Okay, that sounds complicated, but it's a really fun episode and one that we just kind of lucked into. After that, we tried to... Jason always likes forcing Andy into situations in which he is uncomfortable and unprepared to...
This is called, in the trade, this is called pimping. This is where you in improv... You really verbally push someone into a corner and make them go down because you have to yes and you make them go down a road.
You make them go down a road which they are unprepared to go down, and you don't know whether they'll be able to get out.
Yeah.
We did another one with Andy where Jason said to me before the episode was recorded, "Hey, at a certain point, let's force Andy to be himself. Let's make him drop character and ask," because if you haven't heard the show before, every time Andy's on the show, I was pimping him to commit suicide with every one of his characters. And
because a lot of his characters do have suicidal tendencies.
It became a running joke where one of the first ones he ever did on the show was suicidal, and then the next one that he did, we somehow got into suicide as well. Yeah. So it became a running joke where every single one of my... every single time Andy was on, I would casually bring up suicide, and Andy in this character would admit that he was suicidal.
Yeah.
So in this episode that I'm talking about, Jason said, "Hey, let's try to get Andy to break character and ask why every single one of his characters is suicidal."
But he said this... Andy was not here for this part of the conversation.
Andy was not there for this part of the conversation. It was a surprise to Andy.
So when did Jason ask you this? Like before Andy got there?
Before Andy got there, it was actually a couple weeks before. He said, "Hey, let's do another."
A couple weeks before.
Yeah, I said, "Let's do another one with Andy and pull this surprise on him." And if you listen to that episode, which I forget what number it was or who was the guest, but just look for Jason and Andy. In that one, Andy turned it around and had all of his characters come in and all do a cavalcade of suicides. They all jumped out the window.
Jumped out the window.
So that was a lot of fun. So we were going to do another episode, and this was episode 274, and this was just going to be a regular episode. And let me give you a little bit of background of what happened before this clip. In this episode, Andy is playing Gil, a ventriloquist, and Golly, his ventriloquist dummy. And that was all Andy came in with. And he said, "Hey, I just am going to play this ventriloquist and his ventriloquist dummy, and the dummy is going to be a little bit weird, and you're going to find out he's weird." We said, "Okay, great." We talked to him for a bit. His catchphrase is "Oh golly."
Oh golly.
Oh golly. And we find out that Gourley is actually just a cardboard box. He's not a ventriloquist dummy. He's a cardboard box, and that Gil is basically a schizophrenic who hears Satan's voice, and he's saying it himself, but he's basically saying he's listening to Satan communicate to him, and he's saying through the guise of this ventriloquist dummy what Satan is saying to him. He supposedly met Gourley on a boat in international waters during a murder club as well.
Of course.
Those are things that you need to know before this clip.
Yeah.
Now, we did not know we were going to get into this, but sometimes when Jason and Andy and I get together, it becomes this weird thing.
Number 2.
So now Gil and Gourley is our, by the way, we're here with Jason Mantzoukas, and Gil and Gourley is our special guest here on the show today, and are our special guests.
That's right. A ventriloquist act from the streets of Los Angeles.
Yeah. Literally from the streets of Los Angeles. And you've always wanted to be in show, or you always have been in show business?
I've always been in show business.
Ever since the day of that murder club?
Yeah, that's right. Ever since I ended up back on shore, me and Gourley, and I said goodbye to him because he was a fish. I said, goodbye, thou Gourley. I wonder if you'll ever return to me in another form.
You said that, so
I
you
did.
had some awareness of it.
Well, I didn't expect it. I just wondered. Will you ever return to me in another form?
Is there anything that you've ever wondered that has come true? I wonder if the people in this murder club are going to make it out of here alive?
I did wonder about that,
Yeah, I'm wondering, me personally, I'm wondering if you're wondering is actually you're taking the pains to make these kind of things happen.
Well, what do you
You're
mean by that?
blinking a lot.
Yeah.
You're blinking like an amount of times that I'm finding unnerving.
I've always been a blinker.
I mean, the amount of like blinking and licking your lips you're doing is kind of freaking me out.
Oh, well, who knows what that's about?
Okay.
Yeah.
And yet you've done nothing to address your runny nose.
Yeah, I mean, the blinking, you're obviously taking care of
point.
The dryness of your eyes.
No point.
There's no point dealing with a runny nose. It just keeps running, doesn't it?
Oh. I wonder... Now I wonder, okay...
I've got a pocket full of worms.
What?
Okay. Is this a setup for a joke? Does Gourley do the rest of this?
Golly, I've got a pocket full of worms.
Yes, you have.
Oh, golly.
Okay, so you really do just have a pocket full of worms, don't you?
Gosh.
Yep.
Let me... I'm fascinated by...
I can now I'm looking, and there is a pocket that is writhing.
Yeah.
Not all of them are alive, but some of them are.
Yeah.
A good 75%.
I don't know about that.
I'm wondering about this murder club. Because first of all...
Oh, and we were going to let Gil do some of his acts, too.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
It seems like too much of a coincidence that the unwitting dupe who was invited to be murdered out there in international waters would also rise up and kill everyone else. I mean, it seems almost as if...
Oh, wait, I'm a little confused.
No.
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, I didn't kill everyone. No.
Yeah, that's what I didn't think Gil did.
Gourley.
Yeah.
I mean, your friend Gourley, though, took care of everyone.
No. Absolutely not. I didn't meet Gourley until after that, when Gourley was a fish. Isn't that right?
I was on the boat, Gil.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
I was in the murder club, Gil.
Stop it. This is remarkable what I'm learning here.
That's right.
So you were part of the murder club?
No, absolutely not. No. And what are you talking about, Golly? Oh, golly.
I put the murder club together. It was a deal with a ship captain. Let's snooker some people out here and kill them.
Oh, golly.
So this was not a murder club as much as it was you bringing a bunch of people out on a boat. Or golly, sorry.
The only two members were me and the captain, and he died too.
Oh, golly.
So just let me just
remarkable.
Say, at the beginning, Gourley and the captain brought how many people aboard the ship to be murdered?
Well, I personally, I don't remember how many people were on there with me. I thought that I was duped into it, wasn't I, Golly?
Yeah, you were duped into it.
Oh, God, how many people were out there? How many other people? I'm very confused right now.
Yeah, you should be. There was 33 people out there on that boat.
33 people. Is that because that's the year that Jesus Christ was murdered?
That's right. It was all part of a plan to bring Satan back.
Whoa.
Bring Satan back?
This is all news to me.
Holy
gentlemen.
cow. So this was some sort of
idea
satanic ritual?
What's going on?
Yeah,
do you
we
remember?
were going to conjure Satan out in the water.
Oh, remarkable.
Jason, do you remember something? There's some sort of satanic ritual that you and I were involved in.
Is that right?
I don't think so. I mean, we were on that kids show.
We were on that kids show together, but I don't remember any of the details about that anymore. It's like I forget the details of being on that kids show almost
But we
like every 6
did
months.
interview someone. I will say
We did.
this.
We were doing it. We were interviewing someone together, side by side.
Gil, I have a question for you.
All right,
okay?
all right.
And
I'm happy to answer. This has been
wanna-
very
'cause
illuminating.
I think I know what you're talking about, Scott. Gil, do you remember the ship captain's name? By any chance?
Well, how would I remember the ship?
You're right.
I barely even met him.
His name was Chip Gardner.
Oh my God!
What?
Oh my God!
Wait, Chip Gardner.
Oh my God! Chip Gardner.
That's ringing a bell for me.
Of course
that
it
has
is. We interviewed him.
Wait, you and me side by side?
You and me. We were sitting across from each other in the other studio, actually.
Oh,
but
I thought we were
interviewed-
side. But why do I think we were side by side?
No, side by side. Sorry, Chip Gardner is the guy. He was run over by a Jeep.
But why?
He wanted to be the mayor of Hollywood.
That's ringing something. It's very foggy. It's very foggy.
But I am now wondering if he wasn't this ship's captain because he also was a devout Satanist.
Oh, that's ringing.
And I believe might have been a side by side.
I can't help
That's
you
why
with
I'm
any
thinking of
this.
side by side.
Yeah.
I am just bewildered.
The plan was to slaughter 33 people by cutting out their hearts and then to kill Captain Chip Gardner so that Satan could take over his soul. And it worked beautifully.
My goodness.
Wait, so you
worked.
You killed Chip Gardner?
Golly, what are you telling me here?
So you're saying at a certain point on this boat,
golly,
it is 34 dead bodies and you.
All I remember is jumping overboard at the urging of a fish.
Because it seems to me like for this plan to be put into action, the final step is to kill Chip Gardner. But we've seen Chip Gardner. I don't think he's
It
dead.
does sound that way.
So it seems to me like maybe the plan didn't work.
Unless Chip Gardner is Satan on Earth and we just didn't get that.
Oh, okay.
You're
Or perhaps
finally figuring it out. That's precisely what happened on that boat.
Wait, then who are you?
That's Golly.
Yeah,
and I'm Gil.
Golly, who are you? Yes, weird. You know all the answers, Golly. So why don't you just explain who you yourself are?
I'm just a cardboard box.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Okay, I guess that does make
that
sense.
tracks. All right.
Hey, Gil. Are you at all nervous that Golly's here?
I'm very afraid of Golly.
What are you afraid of?
Golly is the source of all evil in the world.
What?
Golly is?
Is he higher than Satan?
What are you talking about, Gil?
Golly.
Nothing,
Gil,
Golly.
what are you talking about? I know you didn't give me ears, but I don't need them to hear.
Oh my gosh.
Golly.
Gil, what if we put the box outside? Would that make you more comfortable?
Yeah, maybe we can just put
What if
Golly
we,
outside. Is that okay?
let me just put I'm gonna.
You're gonna do it, Jason?
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
Don't
cool,
put
yeah.
me outside. What are you doing? I
I'm
don't
just
want
gonna
to go
put that.
outside.
I'm just gonna put
No,
that.
don't
Golly,
put
get
me
out, guys!
outside. No!
Oh, wow. Okay.
My goodness.
How do you feel now?
Gil,
Well,
you
I
can speak
do
freely
feel
now if you'd
a
like.
little bit better. Yes, I have reason to believe that Golly is Satan's commander.
I'm the glass of water now.
Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa! That was freaky.
Oh, well.
Just drink the glass of water. Drink it. Drink it really quickly. Okay, good. Golly's gone. Oh, wait, no. Now Golly's inside of you. I didn't even think about that.
It may take him a little while to assume another form, but he will soon enough.
Well, let's see.
So
this-
anything we want to say without him here, we'd better get to.
Okay. What should we say?
How did you leave things with Chip Gardner?
Well, Chip how did we leave it with Chip Gardner? I don't really remember, to be honest with you.
No, well, we were interviewing him.
Side by side, yeah.
We realized that...
You and I were side by side, weren't we?
Yes, we were side by side interviewing him in the other studio.
That's what I remember. I honestly don't remember a lot of it, but I remember...
You guys are side by side?
No, we're not side by side.
Oh.
No.
What does that even mean? All I remember is...
it means two sets of genitalia next to each other.
Oh, no, we're not that.
No.
Then why am I thinking side by side? Because now that I remember, I'm picturing it, we were across from each other.
Okay, we were across from each other, but I think you're just remembering the phrase side by side. But what I think you're focused more on that, and I think what you're forgetting is that we had been on Chip Gardner's TV show.
Oh, wait, that TV show that you and I were on when we were kids?
Wait, okay, hang on. Scott?
The Zoom-like show?
Scott, hang on.
What?
Do you... Oh my God.
What's wrong?
Do you remember when we were on that show, we went out on Chip Gardner's boat?
Wait, the Chip Gardner, the guy who was in charge of that show?
Chip Gardner, who was in charge of that show.
He had a boat? I don't
He
remember
was a high priest of Satan. I mean, what we're led to believe now is that he was in cahoots with Gil here.
If Gourley chose you to go out on a boat with Chip Gardner, I'm worried.
I think...
Wait, you mean the other 31 cast members?
Exactly. That's exactly it. We were on a boat.
I don't remember any of this. I just have a seasick feeling.
Scott, I have a horrible feeling. I think I know.
Oh, God, I feel like I'm about to throw up from the seasickness right now.
Scott, I think that we might be dead.
What? Dead?
Scott, I think that maybe, perhaps, let me just put this out there. Okay. Maybe, perhaps, we weren't on that boat, Gourley/Gil, and Chip Gardner murdered us in an effort to bring about Satan's reign on Earth. And then that has come to pass, and we now just exist on an Earth with a Satan ruling. I mean, look outside. It's the middle of the day, and it is pitch black.
You're finally figuring it out.
Okay, this is freaking me out, man.
Freaking me out.
You guys are dead. I am Satan's high commander, and you guys are dead, and you are in a netherworld between heaven and hell because there is a great battle commencing between good and evil.
What?
It is not determined yet where the dead will go, to heaven or to hell.
Wait, it's almost as if heaven and hell are closed?
Heaven and hell are currently temporarily closed.
Temporarily?
While the battle determines where the souls of the departed will go from here forward.
Well, who is... Okay. So I understand now. I'm starting to piece it together.
Yes.
Okay, so you've got... And bizarrely, Scott, we are connected to a lot of these people.
Well, we're a chain in this... we're a link in the chain.
I think so. I think it is our souls allowed for Satan to arrive on Earth in the form of Chip Gardner, Cactus Tony. Where does Don DeMillo fit into all this?
Yeah,
is what I wonder.
Don DeMillo is my supreme commander.
What?
No!
Holy cow!
Wait, you're Satan's supreme commander,
and Don DeMillo is your supreme.
Yes.
Oh, this is rich.
He is the administrator of all evil for all creation throughout the known and unknown universes in perpetuity.
Is that why he can't commit suicide?
I guess so.
Oh, okay.
I feel like, oh my God. Okay, so there's Cactus Tony, there's Don DeMillo. The forces of evil are amassing. Scott, what we need are heroes.
We need
heroes. We need people. We need strong, strapping people. People who exercise their bodies to the point where their muscles are pure and good.
Like trainers?
Like trainers.
Oh.
We need trainers. We need, you know who else we need? We need some, like a man to ride off of the range.
What, like a horseman?
Like a horseman who's been out in the leathery skin, out in the sun.
No, but he'd also have to have a wonderful way with words. Where would you find someone?
Where would we?
Like a horseman of the apocalypse, almost.
Perhaps apparently it is the apocalypse. We need a horse. We can't
No point in what you're talking about. If you're talking about putting together a personal trainer and a hero of the West to take on the forces of evil,
maybe a singer.
Maybe a singer or a wannabe singer.
Yeah, a guy
somebody who's
obsessed with 50s doo-wop music.
who has such a positive point of view on the world.
This
Such
sounds
optimism.
like a difficult team to defeat, but I have a secret weapon.
Wait,
What?
I mean,
You have a secret weapon, Golly?
At the very least, Golly, you're being held back by your physical form at this point. So.
Yes, that is correct. I have outlasted the usefulness of this body.
What does that mean? I
Wait,
don't like.
Gil,
I don't
that
like the
doesn't sound
sound
good.
of
Gil,
that
why
at
are you
all.
standing up?
The time has come.
Wait, what is happening?
The time
Gil,
has come
Gil,
for
what are you-
evil to
Golly.
reign supreme
What?
on the earth.
Ah!
Gil! Get away from that!
Oh my God! Okay. Listeners, what just happened was
That was
Gil
crazy.
/ Golly jumped out the window, okay, which we have never
We've
seen
never
before.
seen anything like that,
At least
as
I
far as
don't.
I can remember.
I can't remember ever seeing somebody jump out the
I've
Earwolf
never seen that
Studios
before.
window.
I don't think I'll ever see it again.
But interestingly, Gil's body
Once he hit the ground,
Gil's body split into nothing,
yeah, it's just like it went into dust.
and a winged demon flew off into the darkness because even though it is 2:00 in the afternoon, it is pitch black
with like red skies.
Yes,
and,
with like it looks like lava is dripping
yeah.
from the sky.
And he grew like leathery skin wings that like jutted out of his body with like sharp spikes at
And
the
then
end.
I don't know if you caught this, Scott.
I may have.
But he said as he was flying off into the distance, "Hail Don DeMillo."
Hail Don DeMillo.
He said, "Hail Don DeMillo."
I did miss that.
I didn't, but I didn't know if the mics caught it, so I wanted to say it.
thank you
And
so
I'll be
much.
honest with you, that filled me. That made my blood run cold.
Oh my god!
Because the idea that somewhere out there Don DeMillo is running, we need to amass a team.
We need
of
to
heroes.
amass a team because this is bad for
a battle is coming for the souls of humanity.
It's being waged right now. Look at these skies.
I know
My
this is
goodness.
terrible.
This is terrible.
Wait, do you hear that outside? I hear like a clangy outside. Yep. I hear the
almost like-
sound of someone walking or the sound of keys on a wood table.
Yeah, I'm not sure what, but it sounds like spurs.
Oh.
Command. Did I just call the booking agent, or what happened?
Gentlemen, it's me, Dalton Wilcox, Poet Laureate of the West.
Thank God!
That's right. I want you to know that my book, You Must Buy Your Wife at least as much jewelry as you buy your horse, and other poems and observations, humorous and otherwise, from a life on the range, is now available for the Kindle.
Okay.
All right. Well,
But
that's not quite
secondarily,
what I- okay.
Dalton, yeah.
Secondarily, it sounds as though the time has come for the great battle between good and evil.
Yep.
What?
It's all. I mean, it's clearly the time is nigh.
The evil triumvirate of Don DeMillo and Satan in the form of Chip Gardner.
So
and
you know all this.
Golly, oh yes. Bill Carter and I have known about this for a long time.
You have? Because we were going to catch you up on everything.
No
Hey,
need.
You've been fighting vampires this whole time, like almost like demons on Earth. So
Yep.
is that why you're so experienced at this?
That's right. Bill and I have been training, and
He's been training you? He's not a physical trainer.
Holy shit.
Whoa!
Holy shit.
he's been training stars for the battle to come between good and evil.
Wait,
Well,
but
that's
what can
right.
we do? How can we help?
How can we help?
What can two dead people do to help you?
This space that you are in right now is a conduit, a meeting place for the forces of good and the forces of evil. And if you can convene here in this place, all the forces of good, we can put our army together and rise up.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah,
We've got you.
yeah.
We've got Bill Carter.
Bill
Carter,
the Trainer to the Stars.
we
Seeking
probably
Seeking
have.
Stars.
We probably have hot dog.
Do we have hot dog?
I hope hot dog's part of this battle.
Is hot dog have value?
I'm not entirely sure what an asset hot dog would be.
Well, doesn't he have such a beautiful singing voice that the demons of hell would cry at the very?
Ooh, I know who we need.
What's that?
We need that guy who's a comedian for kids' parties.
Which one is that?
I'm not remembering him.
A comedian for kids' parties?
Doesn't he? He has a comedy act, but it's completely inappropriate for children's parties.
I don't really remember.
Is he an elderly gentleman?
Oh,
I don't recall.
Oh my God. Okay, forget it. Not him. Not him.
Well,
I really thought everybody was going to get on board for that one.
nope.
I don't remember him.
Okay.
Let me tell you this. Let me solemnly swear to you.
Yeah.
Jason and I will band these people together, and we will fight this battle alongside of you.
We know no limits. We are here. I will die again for this to come. I will be the Agent Coulson to your Avengers. I will happily lay down my life.
I do not fear death, as I have already died once. And from this moment on, we shall wage this war with you. What do you say?
I'll get to work on a poem.
Maybe that's not necessary. But we will wage this war. We need a battle cry.
Yes.
You must buy your wife at least as much jewelry as you buy your horse. And other poems and observations, humorous and otherwise, from the life of the rain.
Our battle
available on the Kindle.
Our battle cry cannot be a promotional plug for your book.
Why not?
Especially on the Kindle?
I'll say it.
These are the end times.
It's also available on the Nook.
Wait. Somebody's at the door.
Oh my God.
Is it good or is it evil?
Who is that?
Oh my God, it's...
To be continued.
Number 2.
To be continued.
TBC.
We have never done that before on the show.
Yeah, I remember how strange that was when I was listening to it.
Yes, we basically got into a position where we knew we were at the end of the show. We didn't know how to end it. And so we had something very dramatic end, and then we all screamed, and then we looked at each other and said, I think that's it. Maybe this is a cliffhanger? And we didn't quite know how to end that particular episode. So that was episode 274, and that was the end. And people expected on episode 275 that we were then going to do the second part.
Right.
We did not do that.
That's not how it works.
We did not know what to do.
Yeah.
So that was number 2 on the countdown. That was a great tour de force of Andy Daly, of course. And
was it in this episode or was it in the sequel to this episode where he kept saying he didn't want Oh Golly to be the name of the episode?
That's the sequel.
The sequel. Oh, because Oh Golly, you devil.
Yes. So, there is a sequel to that episode, but we don't need to talk about that.
No.
When we come back...
Because no one liked it, obviously.
No one liked it. When we come back, we'll have number 1 on the countdown after this.
Number 1.
That's right, number 1. What do you think this might be?
Well, the best episode. Right?
Hold up.
Are you saying there's a surprise upset and the worst episode has been voted number 1?
Everyone's wondering, what could it be? What could it be?
I know I am.
Well, guess what? It's episode 300. Oh, golly, you devil.
Oh!
The conclusion of the cliffhanger.
So you don't have to investigate what
you don't.
The cliffhanger might be. This is it right now.
You.
You got me.
When we left off, there was a knock on the door. Who was behind that knock? We won't hear it in this clip, but it was Chip Gardner, candidate for honorary mayor of Hollywood. We talked about him before.
That's right.
Now, he admitted that he was Satan incarnate.
He admitted that.
He offered that, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
We did not need to torture him.
No. He conceded.
To get that information?
Yes, I am.
He gave it up willingly.
Yeah.
He told Jason and I that we have been dead, and we're dead ever since we were on that Zap show as children.
That's right.
In 1981, we died, and hell was closed. And everyone who had died since 1981 resided within a twilight nether region. That included Kurt Cobain and everyone else who had died since 1981. All right, that's what you need to know.
Tom DeLuise.
What's that?
Tom DeLuise.
Tom DeLuise. I thought you said Tom DeLuise.
Yeah, him too.
One has to assume that Dom's father was Tom.
Yes.
And that he wanted to name him after himself, but the doctor misheard.
That's right.
And wrote down Dom.
Classic story.
Once a name is written down on a birth certificate, it cannot be changed.
It cannot be changed. Famale.
So we then Dalton Wilcox, who we heard in the last
Cowboy, the poet laureate of the West.
Of the West. He wrote a poem to commemorate the battle. He recited it. Then in came Hot Dog, who is a erstwhile singer who wanted to join Sha Na Na.
That's right.
And a skier in the 60s.
Did you greet him when he walked through the door?
I did. I said, "What's up, Hot Dog?" Right there in that very clip. Bill Carter, trainer to the StarSeekingStars.com, came in. very old man with big muscles. Cactus Tony came in, who is
shadowy, mysterious figure.
Kind of
sort of an aide de camp of Don DeMello.
Yes, and he wears all snakeskin.
That's right.
Gourley was there, the puppet. He came
Cardboard
back.
box puppet.
And then Byron Deniston, who
the Royal Watcher.
The Royal Watcher from a previous episode, who I believe Bob Odenkirk was on that episode, who wanted to. He was not a Royal Watcher in the sense of he followed the exploits of the royal family. He literally was perched in a tree across the street from Buckingham Palace with binoculars, trying to see when the royal baby would be born, so he could steal it and name it Beetle Bailey, after one of his favorite comic strips. He came and he brought the royal baby.
All right.
Now, at some point, they were going to slit the baby's throat and pour the blood upon a magical stone.
It's a funny show.
From which Excalibur was pulled.
Yep.
And they were going to bring back the end times. Now, Jason and I...
Bring back the end times.
Yes, from the future.
Oh, I see. Go on.
Yes. They were going to pull them from the future into the present.
That's right.
They were residing in the future. They were going to
pull them back towards us here in the present. Yes.
Because without a little help, they would always just stay there in the future.
You've done due diligence. Pray continue.
So when we pick this back up, all of these people are here, and this was we were going to hear this until the end of the conclusion of this saga. We several of these characters are in the forces of good, several of these characters are in the forces of evil, and there's going to be a final battle, which we will hear right now. This is, yes.
May I say, if you are a new listener, you're about to hear the end of this episode.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, not the end, yeah.
Okay, but still, you might want to
just go back and listen to the whole thing.
Listen to the whole thing.
But we're going to hear it now. This is the climactic conclusion to the Oh Golly saga. This is episode 300, Oh Golly You Devil, your number one.
Number one.
Well, I have to say, Dalton, it's now looking like the forces of evil are gaining momentum here.
Let's take a look at the telly board. Who's on what side?
Well, you have Dalton Wilcox, hot
and
dog.
I count for three. Because I got
count for oh boy,
because that's how strong and powerful I am. You got to count me 3 times. You got to say Dalton Wilcox, Dalton Wilcox, Dalton Wilcox.
We
into
count,
a mirror, and then you
will
summon
appear
me anytime.
But Chip, you count for 3 because you're Chip, you're Gretchen, and the lizard.
Oh, and Satan. That's 4.
Count for 4. You're outnumbered at this point, Dalton, because
you don't even have any AKAs. You're not even like in the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm just pointing it out.
I think you need more people. I mean, I think.
Who's showing up right now?
Would you mind opening the door?
I'm going to open the door. I don't know if this is for good or evil. The minute the person talks, though, we'll know exactly who it is.
Okay. Hey, open. Patrick McMahon.
Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
Patrick.
It's great to be here. Hello.
How are you, Patrick?
How are you doing?
It's been
our favorite limerick writer.
That's right. You and I had a real limerick off that one time.
Really
that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? Yeah. And how are you? It's nice to see you.
I'm great. It's so great to see you. What are you doing here?
Well, I've been summoned here for a battle.
You're part of this as well?
Yeah, part of the battle between good and evil.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
On which side do you fall?
I am staunchly on the side of the good because I've recently been named Irish Person of the Year by the Ancient Order of the Hibernians.
I heard about that. Yeah, you were there with a really interesting Irish guy.
That's right.
Who is so incredibly uniquely Irish and authentic.
Oh, that's right. Well, absolutely. The president of the Ancient Order of the Iberians gave me bestowed upon me the great honor of Irish Person of the Year, and that's a Catholic order. It's an organization of the Catholic Church, and so I feel honor bound to be on the side of good.
On the side of good.
Good
yes,
for you.
Absolutely.
So Patrick. Dalton here recited his epic poem about the forces of good and evil.
Well, I haven't prepared a limerick if that's where you're going.
But
that is where I'm going.
But since you're so amazing at it, I think
I've never claimed to be any good at limerick. I'm an Irish storyteller, and then limericks are a sideline at best, and I really don't do them all that often. I haven't prepared one or anything like that.
Now here is Patrick McMahon's limerick about the battle between good and evil.
As I say, I haven't prepared one. And
this is going to be good.
I have to remind myself of the structure.
Is this part of it?
No, this is not part of it because I haven't got one. I really just came here to fight.
Well, you know the structure there. Da 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 da.
No, right. Well, that's the rhythm of one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Guess it's time to come over the library. I might have done this ahead of time. All right, I might have known it was going to come up. A great battle is being waged.
Oh.
In the twilight nether realm is where it's staged.
Oh my gosh. Is that part of it?
Evil might win. Which would be a great sin. I tell you what, I really like that Greek yogurt by Phage. Is that what it is?
Wait a
Is that how it's pronounced? Is it Phage?
It's not, but that's all right.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, that was a rallying cry.
Yeah.
Well,
Forces
is that
of
what?
good.
I'll take another crack at it a little later. I'm
Is
going to
that
have
your
a snack.
purpose? Oh, you're going to eat a snack. Is that your purpose?
That really made me hungry. It legitimately made me hungry.
You expel a lot of energy.
Okay, wow. Patrick McMahon, this is so... Now the forces of good are starting to take
Yeah,
a
the
real
scales
turn.
have been tipped a little bit.
Who have we got on our side now?
Okay,
Well-
you've got your Dalton Wilcox times 3.
That's right.
You have hot dog over here.
Here I am, man. Yeah.
What are you eating, hot dog?
I'm eating a hot dog, man.
Okay, I
Bill
should've
Carter,
Yeah, that.
also eating a hot
Yeah,
dog.
what are you eating?
I'm having a Luna bar.
Oh,
I thought you were
Those
late.
are for women, Bill. Those are for women.
That's what they tell you.
Yeah. No. Those have like estrogen in them or something.
That's right.
You should not eat those, Bill.
The estrogen attacks the testosterone, and the testosterone builds itself up to do battle with the estrogen in your system. And I got 10 times the
So
testosterone
you're
than
challenging
any other guy.
challenging the testosterone to
But
make it fight harder.
It's always making it fight, which is, you always want your testosterone active.
All I eat is Luna bars. Now, I'm on a Luna.
That
I'm on a
is
100%
very on
Luna bar
many
diet.
levels, very unhealthy.
I haven't had a bowel movement in 9 months.
We have
Cactus Tony, of course.
We have Cactus Tony, who moved from the forces of evil to the forces of good.
And listen, I might go back. There's no telling. I might go back to the forces of evil.
Cactus Tony, you're
Kind of
lady into
floater.
tramping that hot dog with hot dog over here. You're at the other end of it.
We're all having a snack. I think that limerick made all of us hungry.
It's like everybody shares a mic and everybody shares a hot dog.
Everybody's sharing.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
I am the microphone.
Oh, golly.
I'm still here.
You devil. We have Golly.
Again, please do not make that the name of the episode.
I will not. We have Chip Gardner, a.k.a. the Lizard, a.k.a. Gretchen, a.k.a. Satan.
On the side of evil.
We have Golly. We have Byron Deniston.
Here I am.
And-
With Beetle Bailey, the royal baby. And a baby Bjorn.
Did we ever figure out where that stone was?
Oh, yes, it's on the way.
It's on the way.
Someone's bringing it now.
Oh, someone's bringing it.
Yes, bringing it.
Okay, I'll answer that.
The fuck I gotta bring this fucking rock all the way from goddamn England? Jesus Christ.
Is it? This is,
Go ahead. You know who I am.
Ben?
No, come on.
Sorry.
Danny Mahoney, Life at a Party Incorporated now.
You can recognize
I'd say-
him because his many coats.
Yeah, that's right.
From
I'm
Life
wearing
at
a couple
Party.
of different coats. This one right here is the heaviest coat commercially available. Anyway, if you want a heavier coat than this, you got to have
It's
it made
chainmail.
special.
It's a chainmail coat.
It is. It's interwoven with metal in a coat.
I haven't seen you since you
What
did a commentary on our season 1 DVD.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did do that. How did that turn out?
It turned out great.
Oh,
People
good.
enjoyed it.
Oh, good.
All you ended up doing was retelling the story of the batteries, which you were telling there on the episode.
Well, listen, what, is that not what you're supposed to do on commentaries? You commentary on what's happening.
We never got to anything new. You just retold all those details.
This is the situation. I got a boombox, okay? And now when I show up to work a party, I bring the boombox.
Cool.
I've had this boombox going on. I mean, I've had it since the 80s. It's a good boombox. It's a Panasonic.
Yeah, we've heard this many
It's a high quality boombox. You can do. It's got cassettes.
No.
You can't buy these now. It's got cassettes and DVDs. You could literally if you want-
DVDs?
or whatever they're called. They're fucking
CDs.
CDs.
huh?
CDs.
CDs.
Compact discs, Danny.
Sure. You can literally, if you want to, you can't go cassette to CD, but you could go CD to cassette on this thing.
I don't know what the difference would be.
Huh?
In terms of mixing?
You could take a CD and record it onto a
I
cassette
see.
on this machine. Likewise, ditto on the radio. You could you could tape record
Okay, fine.
things that are on radio, but it runs on D batteries.
Yes, we know.
How many batteries?
This thing takes 8 batteries at one time. It
Wow.
runs on 8 batteries.
He's got a bag full of
Yeah, no, I'm aware.
I got a
I'm
gym
aware.
bag full of D batteries.
Yeah.
Once or twice, I have
accidentally put the old battery back.
Not even accidentally, not thinkingly, because I'm in the middle of a thing. I'm like, I'm in the middle of a party and my boombox goes dead, and everybody's looking at me like, "What the fuck is going on? What's wrong with this guy?"
You don't want to leave batteries on the floor in the middle
What are
of
you
the party.
playing on that boombox?
I'm playing,
At a party.
CNC Music Factory. I'm playing Lisa and Cult Jam.
Bare Naked Ladies?
Bare Naked Ladies? You can't dance to that.
No.
Anyhow, so a couple times I emptied the dead D batteries into the gym bag.
Yeah, we know this story
probably
quite well.
1632 batteries in there that are dead. Mixed in with like
You
150
put one
live
bad
batteries.
battery in a bunch of 8.
That's the
you
problem.
got a dead.
And you can't figure out which one it is.
No. Do you ever
There's
get
no
a
way
bat-
from looking at it whether it's
What
dead
about
or
a
not.
battery tester?
A what?
See, this would solve all of your problems.
A
We've
battery
never talked
tester?
about this. A battery tester.
How does it work?
You put it up against the thing, and if it's got a charge, it'll tell you.
The thing?
A
Are you
battery
making this up?
No, it's called a battery
There's
tester.
literally a battery
How about
tester.
this? I'm going to go one step further.
All right.
Get rid of the boombox. Okay.
Get rid of the batteries. Buy all
get
new ones.
something like an iPhone with a Bluetooth speaker that has a
Fucking
rechargeable battery.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
Okay, Danny.
I'm not
And
going
now
to do
I'm-
that.
This aggressive
iPhone.
attitude.
Hey, what about your iPhone? Let's have some lattes, all this bullshit,
This is the kind of attitude that I feel like tells me you are on the forces of evil.
I was told to pick up a giant rock from England and bring it here.
Yep.
I got paid 3 times what I get paid for a party to do this. I says, fine.
I thought
I've always wanted to go to
that
England.
sack contained your boombox, but that actually contains the giant rock.
This is from what I'm told, is the rock that the Excalibur was pulled out of.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And I'll tell you, they gave
That's
me
obviously a rock sack.
Oh, okay. I
got a
not
rock
a
sack.
boombox sack.
Baba boombox sack.
I hope to God this fucking rock doesn't take batteries because
No, I think
I did not even bring. Neither did I bring my boombox
I mean,
or
in
my
a sense,
gym
it
bag.
takes batteries. The blood of Beetle Bailey here is its battery.
Yes, I am ready to shed the blood of this royal baby.
Oh,
Well,
boy.
Into the stone of Excalibur.
Oh, Byron.
Which will open the gates to hell.
Byron, you're not a licensed medical practitioner at all. I would think that the only person who could really open up a vein would be some sort of who's this at the door? Some
Who's
sort
at
of
the door?
medical Nurse Andy Callahan.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
Now,
This is terrific.
Who are you?
I'm Nurse Andy with an I.
Oh yeah, you were on with Gillian Jacobs.
I don't know, but yeah. And I'm a nurse, and I work in a long-term care unit.
Oh, yes, of
and I
course.
take care of senior citizens, and, a lot of these people have dementia, and they're not doing very well. I mean, these are folks who are not going to get out of the hospital.
Now,
You know what I'm saying?
Nurse
I mean, this
Andy
is the last
Callahan-
stop for these guys.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, uh-huh.
You're here to draw the blood of Beetle Bailey, I assume.
Huh? No.
Oh, no?
No. I don't want that blood drawn.
Well, what are you doing here?
I'm here for the forces of good, you guys.
Oh, fake out.
Fake
Oh, my
out.
goodness, no.
Nurse Andy Callahan,
Yeah.
forces of good.
I'm actually here. Thank you, Dalton. You did a wonderful job so far. I'm here to lead the forces of good. I'm going to lead the forces now.
Ooh,
and I'm going to be in charge.
I don't know about this.
I'm going to organize you guys, and we're going to get into a single file line.
Oh boy.
I'm going to, because I have a lot of experience organizationally
Yeah.
with, planning out the shifts of the nurse. I mean, listen, the nurses' shifts are complicated. You know what I'm saying? Because it has to be a transition between one shift ends and the other one because
This
you got
is
to pass off
shifts
information about what
anywhere.
happened on
This
the last
sounds-
Waiters everywhere.
This sounds
no, but it's a little
very...
more complicated. It has to be more of an overlap, so the person leaving can update the person who's coming on
Yeah,
about
it's
all the
a
things
lot
that
like
happen.
waiters. Hey, I'm working on this table.
It's a little
feel
different
like
way, to
this
be
is
honest with
very
you.
administrative, Nurse Andy Callahan.
There's going to be a lot. Listen, in this battle between good and evil, 90% of it is going to be administrative.
And the paperwork?
And there's a lot of paperwork.
I guess you do.
absolutely.
You got to book all the different people into all the different fights.
Plus,
So
I'm
there's that.
God. So that's part of it. It's part of why I want to lead the forces of good, because I'm God.
Wait,
What?
what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're God?
Yeah, I'm
You're
God.
Nurse
the
Andy
supreme
Callahan,
being?
arguably the most annoying character?
How do you figure?
We
Yeah,
haven't
I'm
heard of. We haven't heard from you for.
You're like...
Yeah, I know.
You barely register.
Oh, yeah.
People never talk about you.
Oh, is that right?
No, people
Oh, that's
never
interesting.
talk
They
about
really
you.
don't? Oh, that's
No.
funny.
You weren't part of the pilots, I don't think. Like none of it.
The pilots?
Yeah,
What are you talking
none
about?
of it. Nothing.
I don't know. Yeah, no, I've been over there in the long-term care unit of this hospital, just
Yeah.
watching old people get sick and die, and having a
just
lot of
like
laughs.
God.
And
Wow.
just really enjoying, just
Yeah,
laughing and
he
laughing
is
and laughing.
God. This makes sense.
Yeah.
Whoa,
we have
whoa.
a
So
lot of fun over
you've
there.
been here on Earth this whole time since the gates of heaven.
Since 81?
Yes, since 81?
Yeah. I've been here, and I'm aware of what happened there, where nobody who dies can go to heaven or hell, and just dwelling in it. And I said, I don't want to get involved. Let's let it sort itself out. But here we are now, and the battle is being joined. So why not? I figured, I'll come down here. I'll see if I can help out Dalton.
I find you
thank
still so annoying.
Thank you. I was going to say thank God, but thank Andy.
Yeah,
thank
that's
you.
right,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
I guess that's it. Andy is God.
Wow.
That's
Andy
what we're
is
finding
God.
out.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow. Well, I guess all that needs to happen is we need to prick the blood of young Beetle Bailey and pour it into this. Wait a minute, but I feel you can't do that.
Why not? I'm ready to prick the blood.
Well, I mean, your Supreme Commander isn't here.
The Supreme Commander.
Yeah, is he
the
dropping
Supreme
by?
Commander's Supreme Commander?
Yeah.
No one of us can pretend to know what he's going to do. He comes and goes as he chooses.
Are you waiting for him to
To give the go ahead?
Yes.
That it's time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
but
fuck.
what?
I just watched Danny Mahoney and Ben Alterman become one character.
Oh my God!
Holy shit. Oh my God, the forces of evil are all combining.
They're like a Megatron.
They are all melting together. Oh my God, Byron Dennison just melted into the Danny Mahoney Ben Alterman beast.
Everything is. How is this happening? There's all the forces of evil have joined into a giant.
They turned into one singular person.
John DeMello, theatrical director. Good morning, gentlemen.
Oh, this is chilling.
Now there is only one. I'm Satan's Supreme Commander. I am the embodiment of all evil in the known and unknown universe throughout perpetuity, since the dawn of time and forever for all time.
Whoa.
Don, I should have known that about you. You've been a disgusting human being the entire 300 episodes.
So do you separate your essence into these minions and these people on Earth? How does
Do you divide your body? Is it like a Horcrux?
Oh, is it like a what?
A Horcrux from the Harry Potter books?
A Horcrux?
Yeah.
This is something that appears in these Harry Potter books?
Now that you mention it that way.
Horcrux?
Yeah.
Listen, I know a lot about the crux of a whore.
Yeah, okay.
But yes, I am capable of dividing myself into any number of people to carry out my wishes here on Earth.
Wow.
To confuse people. That's been largely what I've been up to.
Just to confuse people.
Confusing people. So that...
Cactus Tony is so mad right now that Don DeMillo's in the room.
You son of a bitch, you set me up for that Rottweiler thing. The police was here and I had no choice but to jump out that window and I ended up getting...
Oh my God, Cactus Tony, you're being absorbed into Don DeMello's body.
Oh no!
Come to me.
Oh my God.
Oh no, it's terrible.
He wanted to be on the forces of good, but he's actually just another essence of Don DeMello's personality.
I have the power to subsume people.
Oh, now Don, do you have any productions coming up?
Oh yeah, we should
I'm
talk about that.
very glad that you asked me. Because
I mean, I know everything's going to end.
Things are
hell's
dark,
going to open
things
up.
are bleak, but do you have anything you want to plug?
Well, you know what they say, the show must go on. Yes, this great battle between good and evil is commencing, but I'm still in previews right now for Don DeMello's production of Disney's Frozen. And,
boy.
Yep. How's it work? Frozen, one of the most popular movies of the year, Oscar winner
For best song.
Yep, for best song. How does your version of Frozen go?
Well, we got some girl in there. She's a real hot lady, and she's one of those topless princesses, and she's locked in a castle.
Okay.
And her parents won't let her out because she turns things into ice or some shit or whatever.
So she's a hot lady who turns things to ice.
Sure, okay. And she's up there, and she's got a song. We gave her a song that we're hoping wins
something like "Let It Go."
Wins an award. No, she's got a song that goes, "I'm locked in a castle. I can't fuck anything, and nothing can fuck me."
Okay.
Oh, boy.
And meanwhile, down in the town, there's these trolls who hear the song, and they go, "We'll see about that."
Oh dear.
Huh. Okay.
Any snowmen that come to life or anything
Yeah, there's
like
a
that?
snowman that comes to life. This is just a guy covered in whipped cream.
Oh boy.
He fucks this girl.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And it's a great show. We cover this whole stage in whipped cream during.
Oh wow, that sounds slippery.
There becomes an eternal winter, and a bunch of girls come out there, snow fairies or something, and they're licking the whipped cream off each
Seem
other.
a little vague on these details.
It's really we're only in previews.
Now the whipped cream, I feel like having food on stage.
Yeah.
Now, do you still have dogs in the theater?
Yeah, there's Rottweilers upstairs.
See, I feel like the food is going to attract those dogs.
Well, not only that, but I got some real live reindeers that I trapped up in Canada.
Oh no!
With bear traps.
Oh no!
Their legs
Bears.
are all fucked up, but they.
Oh yeah, those are only meant for bears.
The bear traps.
Yeah, they'll fuck up a reindeer leg.
I was looking for reindeer traps. They don't carry them.
Yeah.
Over there, Black & Decker doesn't make one.
Are you sponsored by Black & Decker?
He has the voice of a Black & Decker sander.
Oh, that's true.
Anyhow,
wow.
I'm glad all the forces of good are being so quiet for this because I do want people to come down to the Pasadena Fairy Tale Theater and check out my production of Disney's Frozen.
Andy, what do you think about this? Andy Callahan, Nurse Andy Callahan.
Well, I'm
AKA
very
God.
glad to finally beat the ultimate evil here, and because, I really think things would be better if he was gone. I'm just being honest.
All right, well, the forces of good are here, and you're up against Don DeMello. Oh, Patrick.
Don DeMello just pricked the baby. The baby is bleeding.
That's right, Beetle.
The baby, a drip of blood is dripping down the baby's leg.
Who's getting horny?
If the blood enters the hole that is in the rock, it will open the gates of hell.
Quick,
and
Patrick McMahon, recite a limerick to rally the troops.
It's time for your limerick, Patrick McMahon.
The only thing that can stop this drop of blood dropping into the Excalibur hole of the stone is a powerful limerick that can combine all the forces of good into one.
Here we go.
And once again, I've not had time to work on it.
All right, but you're the best
We
at
haven't
it.
taken a break.
That's why you're here.
That's why I'm here. Oh my God. The forces of evil are one. This battle ain't gonna be fun. But we've got to prevail. Use stamps.com to help with your mail.
Oh, boy. They're going to be thrilled. They're going to be thrilled.
What was the first line?
Fun. It rhymes with
Thank you
fun.
so much.
2,000 pounds.
A limerick is more powerful than a gun.
Oh, like a gun robber.
Right.
Dalton, how does that make you feel?
This poem, the limerick I just heard, I feel like I'm being subsumed.
Whoa! All of the forces of good are combining
Into Andy Callahan. August Lind. Hot dog.
Get out of here, hot dog.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah.
Screw you. You shouldn't have been here anyway.
You must pay your wife at least as much salary as your mother.
Oh, they're all combining into Nurse Andy Callahan.
Well, here I am, and all the other guys are a part of me now, and that's how it works. And so I am God now, and I've combined all the good parts of me.
Yep.
And so, listen, I'll tell you what's going to happen right now. You can't stop it.
Are you going to wrestle?
I'm grabbing the stone, and I'm going out the window!
Oh my God. There's Andy Callahan.
We're in the new Earwolf Studios where there is no window.
Yep.
All of a sudden, Victor the Giant burst his head through the wall, created a window. Meanwhile, we're on the 4th floor up here, and Nurse Andy Callahan jumped out.
Jumped onto the back of the giant.
Oh, jumped onto the back of the giant. Did not. We thought that Nurse Andy Callahan was committing suicide. He just jumped onto the back of the giant.
And they flew away. The giant turned into a griffin, and they flew away.
Oh my
so you have a shapeshifter too.
They do, yeah.
Well, they do.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Don.
Don, you're the only one
It's
left.
just me here stuck with a bleeding baby.
He grabbed the rock and he flew away with it before the blood could drip down into it.
Yeah.
I should have known that the creation of a window by a giant was going to be the thing that destroyed me. I mean, this has been a long time coming, this battle.
Yep.
All I needed to do was get one drop of blood here in the hole.
know,
in the stone
you
that
really
held
took your time with
Excalibur.
it.
At any point, you let Patrick get through the whole limerick, and he labored over it.
I know.
You could have, at any point, just shoved the blood in the hole.
Well, like everyone else out there, I wanted to hear the limerick.
Well, yeah, that is the power of a limerick.
And that's why he's the best.
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich and Scott Aukerman. For more information, visit earwolf.com.
earwolfradio.com. The wolf dead.